All right. So do we have a beginning announcement by Jan, Hannah, or is that what we decided to, or?
No. Go ahead, Hannah.
Do we have a beginning announcement with Jan?
That's my question to you, because I'm about to go live on Facebook and I just want to ask first.
I think the important thing is, I don't know. Jan, would you like to say a few words?
Well, the important thing is the holiday party, which probably Rochelle could speak more to than.
Well, right, we're gonna go over that chronologically in depth, and so I just didn't know if there was anything
just a
else
reminder
to
for people to get in their replies about the party, so we can
Okay,
get the right.
all right. So then we'll just start and go with it. Okay,
Right.
so let's go live on Facebook. Hello, everybody. We're so darn excited you could join us today. I'm Rochelle J. from the Upper Midwest Bead Society. Welcome to our Let's Bead Live. This is our fundraising event, and I've got with me a whole bunch of great people that are part of our Upper Midwest Bead Society and a whole bunch of our upcoming speakers. So we're very excited to that you all can join us today. Hannah Rosner is my co-host here for our wonderful
Good morning, everyone.
And Jan is our president of the Bead Society. Say hi, Jan.
Hi.
We're so darn excited. And so let's go over.
Good luck, Ken.
There we go. And so Hannah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to start off with today?
Oh, this is so exciting. What we're going to start off today is talking about just what we have planned here in December. We have 2 events coming up in December. And then we're going to move on to what we have planned for the first half of next year.
So exciting. We really are excited. So if you are not familiar with our Upper Midwest Bead Society membership program, we have 12 private meetings for our members the first Monday of every month, and it's $35 a year. And so that if you divide it up, I mean, that's under $5 a meeting, right? I mean, how can you get all that kind of entertainment? But we also then have a Saturday Let's Bead live event as well, where we have some more projects going on, and that is usually the middle Saturday of every month. So we have 2 great events for you every month, and the Saturday one is free to anyone, just so you could share your friends, get them excited to maybe join our group of like-minded people. And so first of all, we have our upcoming December meeting, which is our first in-person meeting in over 3 years. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. But if you're not in the local area or you can't come out, we will be Zooming to everybody as well. I had it turned up. And so we are going to be at the Wilder Center, back to where we used to be for our older meetings. If you didn't know where that was, if you've been there before, it's in St. Paul on Lexington and University. And all the information for that we're going to get into here. Hannah, do you want to, let's see, I've got a picture of what we're going to make.
Why don't you go ahead and share it if you would, because I'm frozen again.
Okay, no worries. I just got it mixed up here. Here we go. And so there we go. There's the picture of what we're gonna make. Okay, so whoops. Now you're frozen. Okay. Whoops.
Am I frozen again?
You're frozen. So I'll take over. No worries.
Okay, great.
Okay. It says mine show up now.
There's a lag.
There we go. All right. We're going to make this incredible little wire tree. If you know our local Svetlana Sepagina, she is an amazing wire artisan that makes these wonderful little designs. And if you took her class, about 3 or 4 years ago at Beadville, then that's where she taught the larger version of this. So we have miniaturized it down to an ornament size, and this is what we're going to make during class. And we have all these wonderful sponsors who have sponsored beads for us and products. Whoops, there we go. Tiara Cast, Beadalon, Starman. And so they've donated all these wonderful components so that we can make these adorable little trees. So everyone who wants to make one will get a free kit. So we sent out an email to all the members. If you want to join us for our in-person meeting Monday, December 4th, it's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Wilder Center. And then respond 1 if you were going to join us and you wanted a kit, 2 if you were joining us but didn't need the kit, or 3 if you wanted the kit mailed to you. And we will ship you out the kit, but you have to respond back with your current mailing address so that we know exactly where to ship it. Once again, the kit is free, the shipping is free for all members. So if you want to become a member, you can still do that in time for our December 4th holiday meeting. And this is our first in-person meeting, so we're very excited that you could join us today for it. And so look for your emails so that we can ship you your kit. Has anybody here made wire trees before? Shelley, you took her.
Shelley has.
I did. I took the class. It was very fun, and making the trees is fun.
And we
Else.
actually have one here, don't we?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Could you hand me our sample? Shelley's my wonderful assistant here. We've got everything
Oh,
set
look
up.
at how sweet that is.
Isn't that beautiful? And we actually stuck it inside of a Dixie cup. It's actually a little larger drinking cup, but if you put it in a smaller one and then decorated that, it'd be the perfect little tree skirt for your tree.
That'd be really cute.
Wouldn't it? And then you're recycling, upcycling, reusing. And so this is what we're going to be making. And it's all this beautiful wire bead mixture of Toho seed beads. And then there is a little check glass flower bead for her skirt for the angel. And then she's got these adorable little wings. Those are the Tiara Cast wing beads. And then a little fire polish head. And then she has a Toho demi bead halo. And so on that little halo, that's what you'll be able to hang it from. Any little ear wire hook or Christmas hook, you can hang it right anywhere you like if you decided you didn't like the Dixie cup tree skirt. But it'll sit right on your table like that. So it's really adorable. And
That's super sweet.
isn't that fun?
Let's see whether or not I can bring up a picture of our wonderful teacher for the holiday thing. And then you can, the holiday meeting, and then you can maybe tell us a little bit about her. Let's see whether or not I can get it to work. Okay.
So, yep.
All right. Let me see whether or not I can try this to bring up.
All right, let's see. Oh, there she is. Okay. So
Let me see whether or not it comes up.
Svetlana Sepagina is a famous bead artist, international teacher, and exhibitor with more.
Has it come up or is it just black?
It's black.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
only part of it came up. Let me
All right,
try
let me go
that.
ahead and try
Here,
a different
I've got
way.
her. Here we go. Where does she go? I just had her.
You did.
I just had her. There she is.
Oh, that's better. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely. So then, meanwhile, back at the ranch, a teacher with more than 10 years of experience, deep knowledge and artistic skills who creates exceptional 3D models of beaded flowers and trees. She's a certified author of a brand new Russian beading technique, which was developed by her and registered in January 2019. Svetlana is a participant of more than 60 various art events, including 14 solo exhibits. She's a writer with 2 published books from Beaded Floristry series and a dozen magazine articles. She's also the author of a popular video tutorials on her Super Beads YouTube channel. Svetlana Sepegina is the author of unique artistic projects dedicated to women of Russia and the world. Her most extraordinary pieces can be found in art collections belonging to the British royal family, First Lady of the USA, governors of Russian regions, and art museums. Several art pieces are held in private collections of USA, Russia, United Kingdom, Sweden, Israel, and Turkey. Svetlana says she is completely fascinated with glass beads, copper wire, and beaded flowers. French beading has been her passion and life work since 2007. She feels absolutely happy and devoted to this occupation. Teaching is her second vocation. She loves to open such a wonderful art to people and involve them in her master classes since 2010. She's been teaching advanced and basic level French beading to children and adults ranging from 6 to 73 and has had more than 100 students. She enjoys sharing her skills and experiences with new beaders and likes to help people investigate new hobbies, develop new skills, and believes that besides pleasure, creative process also brings relaxation and harmony to the soul, and it brightens up life. And so we're so
love
very
that.
excited to have Svetlana be able to be in person with us.
Absolutely. That's going to be really fun. And once again, it's our first in-person meeting.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to be there, but I will also be there via Zoom. So it's going to be both in person and via Zoom, but it's our first in-person meeting in what,
Exactly.
3 years? 3 years almost.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
more.
it's a holiday party, so we're not gonna have a big dinner and everything, just like a beverage and a cupcake, and we're more focused on the sharing. So bring a little something to show and tell, and look at your email so that you can bring all the tools you'll need. But the kit will be there supplied for you if you respond that you are coming and want your kit. Otherwise, you'll have it shipped to you at home. So watch your email and email us back so that we have it by the end of the weekend here. Monday, I believe, is our deadline for the email back. So we can email you the kit in time so you could make the tree along with us on Monday night via Zoom. We can Zoom up to 100 people. So don't worry about numbers. Just join us for that evening. We're very excited.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Absolutely.
So also in December,
Mhm.
we have Lisa and Maggie who are going to join us on December December 16th. Yes. So Lisa and Maggie will join us on December 16th for our Saturday Let's Be Live. And that is like this presentation going to be live on Facebook. So it's free to anybody. And it's also going to be on our business page, and then it'll be uploaded to our YouTube channel. So we are lucky enough to have Maggie with us. Do we have Lisa? Has Lisa? I know she was busy today, but she has. Well, let's start with Maggie then and see whether or not Maggie, can you come and tell us all about what you're going to do for our Saturday Let's Be Live from 1 to 3 p.m. on December 16th? Oh, Central, 1 to 3 p.m. Central.
Central time, yeah.
Yeah.
Howdy. As you can see, I'm in Arizona. This is my little Zoom backdrop when I'm in Arizona in my little shed studio. And I am going to screen share here. Hold on. And this is the project I'll be doing. They're honeycomb earrings. And surprise, surprise, no kumihimo on this. It's all bead weaving. But you didn't know I could do that, did you?
We knew you had a lot more in your basket besides kumihimo.
So, and I've got 3 different colorways here: the red lava, the majestic blue, and the royal purple up on top right there. And these are available in my shop. And hold on a momentito, and I'll give you more info because I'm not completely prepared. Anyway, and so these are listed on my website under UMBS project kits. It's a separate category. And the kit cost is $30, but it's all free shipping. I'm donating all the shipping. So you just pick whatever color you want, and I would say do it pretty quickly so that I can get things shipped out to you. And if you go on our website, the pattern is there, and then the list of supplies that you'll need if you want to do it on your own and not buy a kit from me. So that's kind of my little blurb. There you go. Oh, I see Meredith. Hi, Meredith.
Maggie, can you give us a little bio of yourself?
Oh, geez, must I? Okay.
Just a sentence or two, and then I'm going to ask you actually to do the same for Lisa when I show and talk about her, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Just a sentence or two about you.
Yeah, I actually started, this is kind of funny, I started bead weaving over 30 years ago, and then discovered kumihimo about 10 or 12 years ago. And that's really what I've been concentrating on since. And I do a lot of embellished designs, 2-hole beads, and then add bead weaving in afterwards, because I wanted to combine my 2 bead loves together. So there you have it. That's my sentence or 2.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, Maggie will also be presenting with, I disappeared. There we are.
Wait a minute. Let's get her back.
There we go. So Maggie will also be presenting with Lisa, and Lisa will be talking about different kinds of bead boards. And I don't think Lisa's here with us, but I've got a photo of her bio, her bio shot. So I'm going to try to bring that up, and we'll see what happens this time. And then Maggie, if you would tell us a little bit about your friend, that would be great. So,
yeah, she is a bead weaver, and she specializes in beaded beads and also reversible designs, so that you can use something 1 or 2 or even more than that different ways. And I believe she's been doing this professionally for probably 6 years, 5-6 years, somewhere in there.
And once again, she's going to be talking about different kinds of bead boards. And we'll actually be looking at one of her bead boards a little later on today, because she has donated one of her favorites to the fundraiser here. So we'll be looking at that a little bit later on today.
Yeah, it'd be a great Christmas gift.
Yeah, absolutely. And she'll be talking about them a little bit on the 16th of December, along with Maggie. So let me stop share here. There we go. And I actually have one of that board that we'll be talking about later today. So tune in a little bit later, and we'll talk about what's still available at that fundraiser. So that's the second part of our program today. So, all right.
Very
Well,
excited.
thank you
That's gonna
so
be a
much,
fun
Maggie.
afternoon. All right. So then let's all right. So that is what is so much fun about going, joining our group. We've got 2 activities a month, one on Monday night and one on a Saturday. So that way you can join us either way. And then all the activities are uploaded to YouTube afterwards. So that if you miss them, then you could catch them on YouTube. The Saturday activities are live streamed on Facebook. So they'll always live on Facebook too. You can catch them there always.
And just a little note, all the YouTube videos are accessible through the website. There's a link in, on the web pages, the appropriate web pages.
Correct. So that way you can go to the archive pages and click get all your information. If you missed it there, download the patterns, everything, get the link and go straight to YouTube and watch it right from there. So if you missed a meeting, that would be the archive pages. Otherwise, the calendar page is where our current events are. We've got all kinds of new pages, our brag page, state fair. And then our private group. We also have a Facebook private group where you can also share everything to the group as well. So there's a lot of perks to becoming a member besides just this great group of folks to hang out with.
It is a wonderful group of folks. Now, the one thing that we did also forget to tell you guys about annual membership is that we also do, I believe, 2 retreats per year, and you are invited to those as well. So that is also part of the membership program. For a little bit more about membership perks, because there are actually other ones, we do invite you to go ahead to our Upper Midwest Bead Society, UMBS.org, and click on member. Is it membership or members? And it'll give you a full list of what's going on and what you get for that $35. It's not just the meetings. There's all kinds of fun things, like the ability to show your work at the state fair and the retreats and all kinds of patterns. There's wonderful things. So would you like to talk a little bit about next year, Rochelle?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. 2024 is going to be such a great year.
We have a
And
great lineup for you.
oh my gosh, did you want to go over the Monday night meetings first or the Let's Speed Lives?
Let's do the Monday night meetings first, because I happen to know that one of or more of our Monday night meetings. Oh, Meredith is waiting for us too. Let's just go ahead and do the Monday night meetings first.
All righty, sounds super. So then let us spotlight Meredith and spotlight. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, in that case,
You have
let's
to
start with
unmute,
the
though.
Saturday meeting live so that she doesn't have to wait.
You do have to unmute. There we go. And we're so excited for you. And would you like to share anything virtually? I can make you a co-host and that way you could share your screen at all. It's up to you.
I'm just going to do hold up show and tell. If that's
Okay, sounds super.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that would be easier. Thank you guys so much for having me. This is really neat to learn all about the Upper Midwest Bead Society.
And so, yeah, we are so excited to have you. Meredith Roddy has worked at Beadalon for almost 20 years in sales, product development, and marketing. She's a frequent guest on Jewel School and Jewelry Television and has demonstrated and taught classes at the Bead and Button Show, the Craft and Hobby Association Show, Bead Fest, Pinners, and more. Find her every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Beadalon Facebook Live, sharing tips, tricks, and projects to hone your jewelry making skills. She's an avid crafter and supply hoarder and is always up for learning new things. So you can find her at beadalon.com.
She looks familiar. I also have an attention-seeking golden retriever who's here, who likes to say hi on all live events. So Finn is here with us as well.
I love it. Can you go a little closer to the microphone? You're a little quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting over a pretty bad cold, so my voice is a little weaker than usual. Is that a little bit better?
That's a little bit
That's
better. Yeah,
significantly
but we're
better.
hoping you know,
You
I'll
feel
also be
better.
tracking a
on your
little
road
bit
to
with this
recovery.
presentation. But I'm here, and that's what's important. So I have a question for you, Rochelle. If I live in Philadelphia or outside of Philadelphia, can I still be a member of the Upper Midwest Bead Society?
Absolutely, because all of our meetings are via Zoom. Even if we are meeting in person, like our December meeting, we are screening through Zoom as well, so that members from all over can join us. And it's always at 6:30, usually p.m. Central Time, our Monday meetings. That way you could just, it's 7:30 on the East Coast, 5:30, 4:30, depending on where you are. That way, we just want everybody to join. We have members in over 30 different states and a couple different countries.
That's amazing. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
So do you want me to show? Do you?
I
what-
was gonna
what do you want me to
say, so you are teaching for our Let's Bead Live on Saturday, January
13th.
13th. Thank you.
do?
Sure. From 1 to 3 p.m. Central. So that would
I
be
have the
from,
6th on my calendar. Is it the 13th for sure? I can do that also.
I'm sorry, what do you have on your, or,
I have the 6th on my calendar, but is it the 13th? We can talk about that offline if we need to.
No, we just want to verify. We also have it correct on our website. So let's just, it can be whenever you're available, basically.
Whatever it says on the website, that's what I'll do. Maybe I wrote it down wrong in my calendar.
Well, let me just go quick to double check because that's part of where, let's see, January. It says the 13th.
All right.
But I know you're going to Tucson.
Not
So,
until after that. The 13th is fine.
okay.
oh, super. Yeah,
Super.
let's leave it then. So once again, it's from 1 to 3 p.m. Central, which is 2 o'clock your time. Because you are Eastern and I am on the West Coast, so it's earlier for me. So
In the book.
great. So
Yeah.
Meredith, would you like to show your project? I also have it. I can bring it up as a photo if you'd like to like that afterwards and talk about both it and we've already talked about you a little bit. So why don't you talk about your project and then show it up, and then I'll bring up a photo of it so that people can see it close up too.
Perfect. That sounds like a great plan. I have 3 different colorways right here. This is the bracelet that we're going to be making. Not such a bad focal, right? Right there. It is a modified 2-needle right angle weave, but we're going to be doing it with beading wire rather than thread. So our fixtures, our finishes are going to be crimped rather than knotted. And then I'm going to talk about different ways of doing overlays. I'll have a couple more examples made up by then, but it's a fast project. It's using beading wire to do some bead weaving, which is one of my favorite crossover techniques.
That sounds really fun. We haven't done anything like that before in our programs.
I went through the backlog of different things that you had on your website, and I wanted to pick something that was a little bit different. So it sounds like I hit the mark. So that's really good to hear.
You absolutely did. This is going to be so exciting.
Super.
Very.
And Hannah, you can if you have that photo to put up, that would be really great to share too. It's a little bit nicer than just kind of seeing it with me in the background. There you go. That's the 3rd colorway.
That is so cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's stones and seed beads.
Stones and seed beads, 2 of my favorite beads.
It looks like some crystals in there too.
And some crystals. And it's fun because you can really, you can use all different kinds of things. Those stones could be crystals or large seed beads. Like it's a very versatile. project. So it's more of a technique driven class, but it's using 6 millimeters and 4 millimeters and size 11 seed beads, and just some simple weaving with wire. And spoiler, or not spoiler alert, but secret alert, you can also use thread or whatever your favorite beading material of choice is.
But otherwise, you're going to be using the Beadalon stringing wire, or
Correct.
what's
I'll be
the one?
using the Beadalon bead stringing wire for that foundation.
And that's a
then I
49
actually
strand,
might
or
overlay with wildfire because it's a little bit easier to maneuver through the beads.
Which strand?
I look forward to that class. Oh my gosh. So we're going to have all the information up on that. So there's different colorways. Are there kits that people could get, or do you recommend different colorways? We follow your colorway and get the beads at our favorite local bead shop, or what's your recommendation?
That's a really, really good question, Rochelle. I don't do kits like that. So what I'll do is I'll create a materials list with maybe 3 different colorways, and maybe we can work together for some local bead shops, or you guys have some good suggestions for where we can do that next part.
That sounds super fun.
Yeah, because people, will raid their stash to find parts of it, but then we're always going, oh, I need a 4 and a 6, and maybe I need one more thing.
Buying new beads is my second favorite hobby after doing the bead work.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
And is that your home studio you're in?
This is my home studio. So it's true. I do tend to hoard craft supplies, and every time I see my backdrop, I realize how much stuff that I have, but I do generally grab for a lot of it often. So it's all honest.
I love it.
Love it. And then also, you had mentioned you might have a special something that is up for our online auction that we're running, also going on. This is our last day of our online fundraiser auction. And so Meredith has been going through the Beadalon store basements, I think, or the secret storage rooms. I mean, that just sounds like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory to me, the Beadalon storage,
It is both Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but also a little bit of a rabbit hole of crazy depending on who you ask in the office. But I pulled together, and I'm not quite sure how you want to run this, but I pulled together a big box. It's basically
I think we should bid on the box.
Just bid on the box. Do you want to see what's in the box?
Yeah, let's see what's in the box, but let's have it on there. So this is a special. It's not on our normal fundraiser website because it's for all you special people who are actually joining us live today. So you get to see what's in the box, and bid on the box is what you'll put in the comments of the event. And then at the end of the 24 hours, who wins the bid, we'll ship it to you. So yeah, let's see what's in the box.
Okay, perfect. It's a lot of stuff. So let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way.
Then I'm gonna get rid of me so we can see better.
Actually, you know what? This is the best way to do this because we're kind of casual, Rochelle. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call in on my cell phone. And then I'll be able to do an overhead view. I think that's going to be the best way.
Perfect. Yeah, call in. I will totally let you in, and we will certainly add. Yeah, this is just so much fun. We have this is our second annual fundraiser, Hannah?
It's our second. Another option, is that maybe we could, while she works that out, maybe what we could do is finish talking about our lineup. Hurry to
there
go.
She is. Yep, there she's right back.
Oh, okay.
I just thought since we had her here trapped in the studio.
Okay, absolutely. Sure.
Okay, so I'm just
again,
gonna find your
to
other one to add your spotlight here. Hold on, let's add.
Is if you are interested in bidding on this whole box of stuff. You're not going to put it into the chat at the Zoom. Some of us are Zooming, but you will put it into the chat for the Facebook, and you have 24 hours to go ahead and to bid on this, and on this box of stuff from the basement of Beadalon.
She just came in down in the right.
Oh, okay, there,
You
where we
found
are.
it?
Let's see.
It says Beadalon. Oh, it's just the same thing. Okay.
Wait a minute, you're muted, Meredith.
Not anymore.
There we go.
There we go. Just takes a moment to get everything figured out.
Right. And so here we go, add spotlight.
There we go.
And we remove, there we go. All right.
Okay. Just a little bit easier this way, right? So you were
Absolutely.
talking about recycled materials with when you were showing that that really fun Christmas tree ornament that you guys are doing. This is our new repeat jewelry cord. It's recycled beading cord. Really quickly, I've got some beading wire. I threw in some new Wildfire Ultra for all of us seed bead weavers out there. I have some old Wildfire in here as well. I grabbed a thing of crimp tubes. This is 4 different colors of size. I'm sorry, of size number 1 crimp beads. We've got bead stoppers. We've got some artistic wire in different gauges, some Alonga. I went to town for you guys. We've got some elasticity in here, some big spools of Colorcraft. So we've got a 1/4 pound spool of 26 gauge Colorcraft, 24 gauge German style, and 20 gauge artistic wire, because how about some variety? And then a couple of tools. I grabbed some tools from one of our tool bins. I grabbed, let's see, there are 2 nylon jaw pliers and 2 stepped bail making pliers.
Wow.
I don't know why I grabbed 2 of each.
I was gonna say,
There was a
how can you
logic
do it
behind
with
that.
2 hands at once?
I don't know, one for upstairs and one
That's
for
so you
downstairs.
can bead with your
I don't know.
friend.
I was
That's so
gonna
you
say,
can bead
yeah,
with
make
your
Christmas
friend at
trees
a
with your
beading
friend.
party.
I
You know
love
what?
One
This
for
is
you and one for a friend.
great way to go ahead and start your wire, yeah, especially, in just in time for our wire class for December 4th. This is wonderful.
This is
Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw in also, I'll throw in a crimping plier and a cutter also. That's what's missing here. We need a crimping plier. I'll just throw in like a tool set or something.
oh my gosh.
Holy
Yeah.
cow, this is so generous. Thank you.
Thank
So
you
nice.
so
Happy
much.
to
This
do
is
it.
so amazing. And Beadalon is one of our sponsors for our December 4th Christmas party, and the 26 gauge wire to make all the wonderful trees is all coming from Beadalon. So this is a whole special treat on top of. So if you want to bid on the Beadalon box, put your bid in the comments on Facebook. You do have to go to the Facebook video of this video and put your bid in the comments on this video. And who's ever the top bidder, we will contact at the end of our weekend, because our fundraiser goes through tomorrow night at midnight, right, Hannah?
Absolutely. And Meredith, would you like a start bid for this?
Oh my goodness. I'll let you guys set the start bid, but it's well over $100 of materials in here.
And so that is amazing, you guys. Oh my gosh. And I mean, this would get you started on all your holiday projects, and absolutely all in one bag.
I'm just looking through everything. I did a good job. We've got all different stringing materials in here, lots of different gauges and some different colors. of beading wire, all kinds of really, really fun stuff in here. And I know that the Upper Midwest Bead Society does a lot with seed bead weaving. So the Wildfire, and then this is our brand new Wildfire Ultra. We actually just released it this week.
Is it a different
so
gauge thickness?
It's
or?
super, super thin. It's a 0.04 thickness.
Wow.
So one of the challenges with Wildfire is it's always been just a little thick for weaving back through size 15s, weaving through back through your delicas more than maybe say 3 or 4 times. Sometimes we have to do that, right? But this 004 diameter is 9-pound break strength. So it's super, super strong, but it's also really, really thin.
That is so exciting. And then normally one of those little tips, like if you were putting seed beads on other gauges of wire, like as spacers between for earrings, what gauge can you fit like a 20 gauge wire through an 11-0 seed bead, or does it have to be a 22 gauge wire? What in your
You can do that.
experience, like,
Here, let's find out. I'm
just one
pretty
of
sure you
those
can do an 11-0.
questions I thought that you might know off the top of your head as a wire expert?
That's a great question. So here I've got a 20 gauge and I've got a Delica right here. So let's see. Nope. It doesn't do the Delicas. So I feel like I have, let's see. Here's a size 8, just because I have seed beads lying around everywhere.
Don't we all?
The size 8 works.
So easily on a size 8. So otherwise, probably a 22 gauge, the cylinder would fit on there.
Yeah. And here I've got an 11 also. It's clear, so it's going to be hard to see. As a true beader and instructor, I literally have every type of bead right here on my beading mat. No, the 11s are too small for the 20 gauge also.
Okay,
So I would go for a 22 gauge for that.
Super. Thanks for that tip. And so this way, check out her show with us. And you also have a live show every Thursday, right?
I do over on the Beetle on Facebook page. We do 2:00 p.m. Eastern time, because like I said, we're outside of Philadelphia. And I do all ranges of projects, from things with seed beads, from stringing, from last week's project was what last week's project with repeat, whatever kind of is on my beading mat at the time, or if we have a special. Oh, last week I showed the new Wildfire Ultra, and so I did a beaded bezel, just a real simple, I think it was like a 16mm Rivoli beaded bezel. But yeah, so that's there's always something new to learn, and I love learning from people who are watching just as much as we're always all learning together. Like when you asked Rochelle, does it fit on a size 20 or a 20 gauge beading wire? Let's find out. We do a lot of that on our Facebook Live too.
I love it. That is so cool. So we are so looking forward to our class with you in January. And until then, catch you on Facebook.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it also.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And once again, her class for the bracelet will be from 1 until 3 p.m. On January 13th. That's 1 to 3 p.m. Central Time, which would be 2 Eastern and 11 Pacific.
But we'll have the information for supplies and everything beforehand. That
Absolutely.
you'll be able to have everything ready so that you can join. But yeah, so remember, go to the Facebook page live after this if you're watching us on Zoom, and then bid on the Beadalon box. We're just so excited. Thank you so
wonderful.
much. Yay. All right. So then for our other January member meeting, who do we have lined up, Hannah?
What we for our member meeting in January, which is January 8th, we're beginning meetings at 6:30 now Central, right?
Yep, 6:30 Central Time. And we decided to have it on January 8th so that everybody that's traveling for the holidays, and we didn't want to have it just right after your new year and all that. So this way it gets you settled in, And you can then have your first Monday back to work, back to beading, and
Right.
And so we have Jody McDougall.
Jody is a dear friend of mine. I don't have her official bio here, but Jody McDougall makes beautiful, beautiful Marini glass beads and buttons, and I'll show you my very favorite one in just a moment. Unfortunately, I think this one is sold out, but it's still one of my favorites. And she will be talking about the process. It's an Italian process of making glass Marini or Millefiori. What she does is she does them as long canes over a torch, and then you're looking at the cross section. So give me just a second, and I will show you my favorite of her buttons. There it is.
Ooh, pretty.
So this is a fox, then you can see the silver foil in the background sparkling away. So she is going to be our January 8th meeting.
So Hannah, how big is that button? It looks like it's maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches.
It's I don't have mine with me, but I'd say it's about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Yeah. She also does mini buttons, so she does different sizes. She does mini buttons. She does cabochons. I've got a couple cabochons. She has some finished pieces that she's set in silver, and she will talk about all that briefly, but mostly she's going to talk about the glass work. I love her work. I just think they're exquisite. She really has some fun. Right now she's got a series she's working on that are famous women. For instance, the woman who discovered one of the medical, I'm forgetting her name now. I'm having trouble. But anyway, she's got a whole series of famous women that she's working on right now. And she did a couple of witches and black cats for Halloween. That was fun. But her work is really quite wonderful. And she and I have been dear friends for about 20 years now. So that is our January lineup. Shall we talk about our February lineup?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm super excited. Let's see, we just have to stop sharing.
Yep.
And then I will find view. All right,
let's talk about our members meeting first. Do you want to talk about the members meeting first on the 12th?
Is Betty here?
I think she was.
She was.
Hope she hasn't had to go.
Uh-oh, she had to go?
Yeah.
Oh no, there she is. Wait a minute. There you are, Betty.
Why don't you unmute?
All right, you got to unmute in order to speak. You got to, there you go.
Me?
Now we can see you.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited.
Can you hear me?
I can. You're a little quiet, but we can.
I don't know how to make myself
Betty
loud.
is going to be meeting with us for our February 12th meeting. Now that's important because we usually,
Am I there?
Yeah.
You are. Hang tight for just a second. I'm not. Anyway, well, nobody needs to see me. But Betty is going to be meeting with us on the 12th. We've moved the members meeting from the first Monday to the second just for that month. And we did it because Betty is just going to be getting home from Tucson.
Yeah.
And so we're so excited to have you during the doldrums of winter with your wonderful colors. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Betty?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I actually did a narrative. You asked me to do a little bit about myself, and it was more of a narrative. I don't want to give myself away because I'm going to be talking about color. that's basically what I'm going to be talking about, because everything I do is always about color. I'm going to show, am I allowed to show some stuff that
Yeah,
I'm
let me
teaching?
make you a co-host, and that way you can show, you can screen share everything, anything you want. I only had one photo, which was because you're in the Battle of the Beadsmith
Oh, yeah.
currently. Oh my gosh.
Oh, my craziness. I have to say I met Hannah way back when at one of the bead and button shows. Hannah, do you remember me meeting you years ago? I wore a piece. It was my Dracula piece, and I was very shocking. But anyhow, I don't have that piece in front of me, and I'm not in my bead studio. My husband is working on my computer today, so I'm sitting here on my cell phone in my computer room. So I'm sitting here on my cell phone, but I just wanted to show you, this is a piece that I'm going to be teaching in Tucson, and it has a guitar. Everything I'm doing this year is with guitar. And my Battle of the Beadsmith piece is with a huge, I actually beaded my son's guitar. But this is another piece. So you can see everything I do is with color. I don't know why. I don't do anything with earth colors. But, you know, this is another piece that I'm doing. It's a Luna Moth piece. So anyhow, I'm going to be talking about color. And I guess I have to figure out, why am I so attracted to color? I have no idea. A friend of mine, when I started beading way back when, I was a nurse midwife working for Kaiser back in San Diego. And my friend, who was a labor and delivery nurse, she did this most beautiful beadwork. So we started doing shows together in my spare time, which I didn't have a whole lot of. But we started going to Tucson shows, and it was really easy to drive from San Diego to Arizona. And she would always do this very dark, earthy color stuff. And I would always do this bright, colorful stuff. So I guess it's just based on personality. And so anyhow, I'm getting off on a tangent, but I don't know. Our personalities are so different. And I'm still attracted to very bright, colorful things. And she's always attracted to very warm, earthy tones. And I don't know. I have no idea why I'm attracted to bright colors. But my house here, now I live in Ohio, and my husband pretty much selected all the colors of our house here, and everything is in gray. So if something ever happens to my husband, I hate to say this, I'm going to paint all the walls in purple and red and orange and everything. So if you can see, there's a painting on the wall, and this is my husband's painting, not his painting, but you know, everything is in like ocean colors and stuff. But, you know, if I had a choice, I'd have a purple couch. I don't mind gray, but, you know, I don't know. I'm going to have to analyze my brain before I do my talk in February and try to figure out, why am I attracted to all purples and pinks? And, you know, it just makes me happy, I guess. So I'm going to have to come up with some reason why I do all these colors. I don't know. Why
Do we
are some...
need a reason, really? I mean, come
Well,
on.
I don't know. You know, I guess maybe it's the serotonin, you know, like caffeine or something, you know, dopamine. I'm a nurse. Maybe I should like look it all up and try to figure it out. But anyhow, you know, maybe it's you know, I'm probably, because I'm a nurse, I was a musician long before I became a nurse, and then a nurse midwife. So I suppose, and I delivered babies. Maybe it's the adrenaline rush. You know, a lot of medical people are attracted to that adrenaline rush. And so they get that kick in their brain. And so color may do that to me. And that might be why I get that kick in my brain. That's why I'm attracted to color. So maybe I am going to start teaching on Zoom in the near future. I'm kind of a little intimidated by it because I like to be around people. So anyhow, am I gone?
No, I wanted to
there I am.
show your guitar.
Oh yeah, so there's my guitar. And from a distance, it looks like a big pizza, you know, like pepperoni pizza. But if you see it up close, there's a lot going on. And I use a lot of, you know, Marianne Mac Studio, her eyeballs and her aliens and her skulls, and they're all playing guitars in the various corners of this guitar.
Right here, yeah, there, and then
Yeah,
another one,
and you
another
saw
one.
it up close. There's like, you know, a cow being elevated up in space. You have to
Oh,
see it
here's
up
the cow,
close.
yep.
Yeah, you can't really see it in this picture, but I have a video that I took from outside and inside, and you can see the detail, but from it, you know, from here, you really can't see the detail.
So
And then
go to your Facebook page to see the video.
yeah, I have a couple of Facebook pages, but I have one that's Betty Cox, just plain old Betty Cox. And you can see a video where I kind of scan it.
Yeah.
And then I did a little purse down at the bottom.
Oh, right
And I put some eyeballs on it. There's two sides to it. It's a useful purse. And I just want you to know that I have been collecting these skull purses, and I'm planning on doing a very intensive skull purse class at some point. And I've been collecting all of these kind of creepy cabochons from various artists. So I depend on a lot of artists' work. Jerry Mallory, Mac, all sorts of people. And I use epoxy clay on the front, and we put teeth and all sorts of beautiful crystals on the front and eyeballs. And it's a practical purse where you open it up. So anyhow, I'm going to share all this on my presentation. I'm probably going to do more pictures because I don't have all these pieces in person. So I'm probably going to do a PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's it. You can really get close-up detail and show off, and then people will love to ask you questions, you know, in depth. And so we're really looking forward. And so that's in February on the 8th, right?
Exactly. My son is going to help me do this PowerPoint. He's the expert at PowerPoint. I am not.
Well, we're artisans first, and then, you know, that we'll learn the computer technology that we need to in order to get it out there, it seems.
So I have to tell you one thing. I did this show, now that I'm in the Midwest, I did this show in Pennsylvania. There's a lot more shows going on in Pennsylvania, but anyhow, my first skull purse. And this little, I hate to say it, lady, she was probably my age, but she came up to my booth, and my son was with me and I was gone, but she wanted to know the cost of this skull purse. And she said, So I said, well, you know, I'll lower the price of the purse if you pay half in cash. Well, sure enough, she came back a couple days later. She bought the purse, and she was with a walker, you know, and sure enough, she bought that skull purse. I was thrilled. So anyhow, they're very time consuming, but they're usable.
You're never too old for skulls.
Exactly. And they don't have to be creepy, and they can be anything you want. So,
well, right. You know, I mean, bling everything up, and with all the beautiful colors you do, like you said, everything you do is so happy that's why we're excited that in the depth of Minnesota winter that,
and Ohio too. I'm in Ohio now.
Exactly. So, you know, it really does. And I'm sure there's that monsoon gloom that gets over the desert, you know, so everybody's got that gray time in February. And so you're absolute going to be a brightness of for us in our February meeting. So we're very excited.
Oh, we're so excited. Thank you so much for joining us, Betty.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so excited about, you know, talking about, who isn't excited about talking about what they do, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're down in Tucson, go see Betty at the To Be True Blue show at the Casino del Sol. That's where her booth will be. So
I'm Yeah.
That's
Come see
great.
me.
Come see her.
You never
Absolutely.
know. It's always, you hit that January cold and you're like, I'm going to Tucson.
Right?
Exactly. I know.
Yeah.
I miss that sunshine and, the West Coast. Now I'm in Ohio, which I grew up here, and I can't believe there's more gray days here in the wintertime than there are sunshine. So, but we have sunny day today. And you do too, right?
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
it's beautiful. So you'll have
Minnesota.
sun coming your way soon. So we're very excited. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. And so then what do we have going on for March?
Well, let's since we're kind of going back and forth between, let's finish out
Let's
February.
Be Live and correct. We've got Let's
Right.
Be Live for February.
Right. So I won't unfortunately be able to be at the Let's Be Live. So who do we have?
On Saturday the 10th. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I know I wrote it down. I just had a mental blank. Where'd it go? There we go. February. It says to be announced. Didn't
Oh.
we figured? Thank you. I don't know what happened.
I don't have anybody written for February either. So there you
I don't
go.
have anybody for February written either.
So anyway, Kathy was going to be on February.
Kathy, I was gonna say Kathy.
Oh my
King,
goodness.
we just did
Of
it.
course.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the 10th of February, and we've got it down. And so we just actually got her to agree during our last member meeting. And so Kathy King, if you went to our last meeting, was teaching us all about bead quilling. And so she's going to be teaching us how to create that wonderful little bead, the basic bead shape that could then get you everywhere you wanted to go. So let's go to the archives, and I think she's still here. There she is. Well, you could see her work, right? Kathy King is an amazing award-winning artist about bead quilling, has written a book about bead quilling designers with square stitch. She uses a needle and thread to hand weave thousands of tiny glass beads together to form wearable and beaded sculptures. In 2008, she developed an innovative bead weaving technique called bead quilling, in which the holes of the glass beads and thread are exposed, allowing the thread and color to become an integral part of the final design. Another signature component of Kathy's jewelry is the beaded bead, in which she creates intricate beads by weaving hundreds of smaller glass beads together. Her innovative techniques have landed her sculptural designs on the cover of Bead and Button magazines, Bead Niche, Giftware, and News magazines. And so, let's show you one of her designs. Whoops. No. I know. Sorry. It should have just come down. Whoops. No.
I got a kitty.
I know, that's my kitty. Stop sharing. Sorry. I was trying to get Kathy's picture up of her work. And so sorry, it wasn't open already. I apologize for the we're not professionals here. We apologize. Kathy King. Hannah, did you have a picture for Kathy?
I don't, but we, I think that just telling people is enough. I think
I do
we can just-
too. And if you'd like to see more of her stuff, you can go to the umbs.org website on the archive page and you'll see her information because she was just our featured speaker at our last meeting. And
Right.
so we're very excited. And so that will be Saturday, the 10th.
Right.
Of March.
Of February.
Of
And she will be
February.
doing, actually, she will be doing a little project that just shows
Let's
different
Be
types of
Live
bead
February
quilling.
is 2 days before the Monday meeting. So we have two things very close together, but that's okay. You'll all just have to wing it. What else are you doing in February? It's snowing, right?
Right. Right. And once again, she will be showing how to do some bead quilling. So I think the idea is to make a component, and she hasn't yet got ahead and designed that component, but mostly it'll just be a technique class. So I'm really excited about that.
I am too. She promises how to make the angles, how to make the corners, how to do that all. And so then it would get you
It'll be more
started
of a
to create
technique.
any shape you wanted, she said. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and we're so excited about that. Let's go on and talk about March.
Yeah.
So in March, it's so funny when we go to putting together these lists. Poor Rochelle, I just call all my friends and then I tell her, she's like, I don't even know what to do with you. So
it's okay.
for March,
That's the
I
whole
called
point
my
of having
friend.
great-minded people. And we want to give you a whole wide range of events because not everybody just works with seed beads. And there's
Right.
more to every design than just one component. And so that's why we want
Absolutely.
something for everyone.
So for March, I called my friends Sage and Tom Holland. Now, the reason that I called them is that way back when, I'm talking in 1988, a friend of mine, at story time, a friend of mine said, I bet you'd really enjoy beading. And I said, okay. And so they brought me on over to a bead store. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore, in Washington, D.C. Mm-hmm. And I bought 3 things that day. The first thing that I bought was I bought a strand of freshwater pearls. And the second thing I bought was a strand of like rectangular blue lace agate. And then I bought a bead, and it was an eye bead. And I guess I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. And that bead was by Sage Holland. Sage is the one on the right, wearing the wonderful, wonderful necklace that looks like a snake. So Sage and Tom Holland have been at this for a very long time. I had no idea you could even make your own beads at that point of time. And so they will be coming on, and they actually will be talking about the history of, let me see whether or not I can find it, the history of lampwork glass beads. This is a bead by Tom that I'm showing you here. So they will be talking about the history of lampwork glass beads in their presentation in March. And they are really interested not just in lampworking, but in recreating some of these old historical eye beads and these, I don't remember what he calls these things. I think he calls them mirror beads. I can't remember, but we'll be talking about the history of it. So these are all beads that are made out of glass, and they're big focal beads. And these two are some of the 2 who really were the beginnings of the revolution to bring handmade glass beads into the beaders' repertoire. So I'm so excited about that. So also in March, and I don't have a photo of her, but also in March for the 16th, We have a Saturday Bead Live in March 16th, and Christy Friesian, who came and spoke to us about mosaics and about polymer clay, is going to bring us a little project to do. And she doesn't know yet whether or not she is going to do mosaic or she's going to do polymer clay, but it's going to be really exciting. She actually lives on Maui, and just a couple of days after she spoke with us, Maui burnt. Unfortunately, her house and her brother's house and their studio was spared. But I know that Maui is still sort of getting over. So it's exciting to have her back, and it's also a relief that she was not affected at all.
That's not.
Yeah, it is. It still says I'm really excited about that. It's been about 5
I'm going to
minutes.
stop video here, and then we can move on to April, which is, for me, one of the most exciting.
What's your screen?
Yeah.
We are very excited for April 1st. April Fool's Day. It is no fool. We are having our meeting on Monday, April 1st. And Joyce Scott is going to be our special guest.
Still says I'm really excited about that from about 5 minutes ago. Weird.
Weird. Did we lose you, Hannah? She's got everything about Joyce Scott. Here we go. There she is.
Sorry about that. I was bringing up Joy's
No worries.
picture, and then in a bit I'll bring up a picture of a piece by her. I was so excited by this, I can't even tell you.
Very excited.
Just, Joyce Scott is going to be coming to us after having put together a 50-year retrospective of her work at the Smithsonian. And she still agreed to come speak to us about her work.
Yeah.
Joyce is I don't even know where to begin with someone who has been doing this for 50 years and being shown for 50 years. But her work, is really based on social awareness. She's an activist. She's also an amazing lady, just kind. And I was so scared to come, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to email her and see what she says. And she said, oh, sure. And I was like, I got to sit down now. So Joyce has been shown every time you see a book about beadwork. She's in there. She's in the Smithsonian. She's in these. Yeah, I you can see I'm just getting like worked up about it, just talking about how exciting it is that she agreed to come talk to us. And she's so sweet and so kind. And I was so scared. So let me go ahead and bring up a picture of her work. And so we'll hang tight for just a sec.
Is that picture of her sitting there?
I know, her incredibly
That
colorful. That's, I'm sure,
Yeah.
her living room. Yeah.
Yeah, it still says I'm really excited about that. We lost the.
Mine's still going. Look at that around her neck. Isn't that amazing?
So all of her work is sort of about social awareness and activism. And, while I'm busy just trying to make something pretty, she's making this statement about the world and about, it's just, and it's a gorgeous picture too. I need to now go back and redo all my photos. But yeah, so that's what's happening in April. And I'm so excited about it. And it is no April Fool's Day.
Yep.
It is an actual thing. So,
Wow. Very excited. Yeah.
so I don't think we have any more Saturday Bead Lives
We
signed
don't
up.
have
So let's,
anybody booked yet. No, but if you want to put
But
in
we
your
will.
calendar, it will be April 13th. And so just to make sure you get on your calendar. But other than that, in May, then
do
we have a whole nother element that we've never done before.
Right, absolutely. So let me bring up. Now, here we go.
Interesting. I know.
There we go.
There we go.
So in May, for our Monday night meeting, which is the 6th, we are meeting with Leanne King. And Leanne has been brought to us by Rita, actually had suggested. So maybe Rita, maybe you can come online. Are you willing
Rita's
to come
watching
online?
on Facebook, and so I'm not sure if she can come back on Zoom or not.
Oh, okay.
But
Leanne King owns a store, and she does some free form peyote stitch, and she will be coming to talk to us about both of them, hopefully.
Where's your store?
So
the store is in Wisconsin, I believe, isn't it? Or
I believe so. I've unfortunately closed that window now. That's why I was hoping Rita would come and be able to talk to us about Leanne.
can you put it in the Facebook chat, Rita? I know you're watching. If you can give us some more information on where Leanne King's store is, that would be super. If you can put it in the
Let me show a picture of, let me go ahead and show a picture of Leanne's work, one of her favorite pieces she sent us. So hang tight for just a second.
Yep.
I'm so excited about this. Here it is. I knew I had it. There we go. Hang tight. There it is.
Awesome. Pretty. I love that it
Right.
matches the wallpaper.
Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. It's just kind of, it looks to me, I think this looks like my front yard right now to me, except mine has a little bit more of oranges. You know, we haven't raked my front yard yet. So I love this piece. This is just, it's so fun and lovely. And so Leanne has had a store for years, and she's going to come and talk about freeform peyote with us and hopefully share pictures of her store, because like Betty's, it's just this beautiful riot of color, like Betty's work. So I'm super excited about hearing about that.
Yeah. And we don't have anybody yet scheduled for our May 11th Let's Be Live, but that's the date that it will be. So you'll have plenty of time to make something for Mother's Day at our Let's Be Live. And then
I think what we had decided is we wanted to go ahead and do something that was gift related for that as well. So if anybody has any ideas or wants to teach for us for a Saturday, please contact either Rochelle or myself.
That's the wonderful thing about being a member, is that we love what you do and we'd love to help you share it. And so therefore you could sign up to teach at any of our Let's Be Lives. And that way you could offer kits or tutorials, and people could find more of you, show your latest, and talk about what you're doing and teaching. So we really love that you share your talents with us. And so if you're interested, or if you have a friend who's really great and you might think that tell her to contact us. You know, that's growing community of like-minded beaded people is what we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so June 3rd is our member meeting for June.
Right. And hang tight for just a second. What we have is we've got Jamie Eakin, who will be coming to us. And now I will be going ahead. Here's Jamie. And I'll show you her work in a minute. Jamie, so we're going to be focusing on bead embroidery in June. And Jamie has written a number of I think my very first bead embroidery book that I purchased was from Jamie. And so she's going to come in and talk about her work and talk about bead embroidery. And it's going to be, excuse me. super exciting. Let me show you her favorite piece. She said that she has sold this one, but she sometimes misses it. So let me go ahead and find that for
Do
you.
you ever miss pieces you sold? I do.
I do.
But you know, I
Yeah.
know they're living happily somewhere.
It's so funny. By the time I sell them, a lot of times I'm really over them because they have too much fringe and I'm bored with them. So I actually have never had a piece. Now, I have sold pieces that ended up being, that were the samples. So I guess, yes, the answer for me, it can be yes, because when I sell pieces that are the samples for tutorials, sometimes I'll go ahead and miss the piece and be like, I don't want to make it again. But
oh, that's a beautiful.
anyway, this is one of her favorite pieces, she said, ever. And I think it's just, look at those separate pieces of embroidery that are added together with some larger beads. And they're just, I love this piece. This is just a gorgeous.
Of course,
and once again,
fringe. Who doesn't love fringe?
Well, you know how I feel about that.
I know. That's so pretty. So that's very exciting. So that's June 3rd.
Exactly. And once again, our meetings start at 6:30 Central. And these meetings, the Monday night meetings, once again, you have to be a member in order to see them. So that's one of the perks of becoming a member. So membership, once again, is only $35, and includes a whole bunch of other stuff too, which you can see on our website. If you go to umbs.org and then click on, is it membership? Does it say membership or does it say members?
I think it says membership. We do then have July 1st, and we do have our teacher for July 1st with us too. So
oh, super. I'm so glad that she was able to join us. Hang tight for just a second while I get rid of this. And then we can go ahead and
let's add a spotlight. And so
welcome.
Oh, you're cutting in and out just a little bit there. But we really are excited. We have with us Doris Coghill, one of our various own. And she is July 1st.
I'm so excited.
We are so darn excited. She has been designing kits and teaching locally and nationally, writing for leading bead magazines. She's been leading Czech tours, Japan tours, going to the Tucson bead shows, and maintaining her website, Beads by D. She's also contributed to projects to 6 different books by various publishers and had many articles published herself as well. Hi, Doris. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm up north at retreat.
Yay. So this is the retreat you're leading?
No, it's just a group of ladies.
We were so excited that you joined us. I was hoping you would be able to, even though
I almost forgot.
Even though you're at retreat. Well, I'm glad you could make it. I'm sorry we made you wait so long here to talk to us. I'm so darn excited that you can be here with us today. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the possibilities? You had given us 2 possibilities and they're both exciting.
Possibilities, and it's up to you guys which one you want me to do. I have been in the seed bead factories in Japan, and I've been in both the seed bead and the press glass bead factories in India and Czech. And so I can either talk on the similarities and differences of the seed bead manufacturing in the 3 countries, or just an overview on how seed beads and press glass beads are made. So we'll see. I don't know if we want to do a poll and say, what do you guys want to hear? But it'll be something to do with making seed beads and press glass.
I love the idea of a poll. I think we should leave it up to our members. I'll put that together, early next year. I love that idea. It's so fun.
Well, and it really are both unique subjects that, since you've led these tours, it's such a special treat, a firsthand look.
Yeah, and it's fun. They won't let us take pictures in the Czech bead factory, But I have pictures from the Japan seed bead factory and the India, both seed beads and press glass in Czech.
Mhm. And I'm sure you could tell us a few things that you saw that you might not have filmed as well.
Oh, yes. Yes. The Preciosa seed bead factory was very impressive.
Oh, wow. And so it's the closest we're going to get to the giant candy store, that's for sure. Oh my gosh.
Well, and it was funny, at the Preciosa factory, the first time I did the tour, it was one of the owners or managers that gave us the tour. And when we got to the end, where there was the big vats of seed beads, he gave us Ziploc bags and told us we could take what we wanted.
Oh my gosh. Just scoop.
And in September, when we were there and I took the tour for the second time with that group, it was their marketing department that was giving the tour, and they didn't let us anywhere near the loose beads. Were, you know, so it makes a big difference who leads the tours.
Gotcha. That's really interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know I would just want to play in it all, like one of those ball dive-in things, you know, just full of seed beads.
Yeah, because they're huge vats. They must be 4 feet across and 4 feet deep, all full of one color of seed beads.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
I would just dive in.
I would dive in, yeah. How could you resist yourself?
Just imagine rolling.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be really exciting. So before you start your 4th of July holiday, tune in with us on Monday night on the 1st for Doris's exciting, but look for that poll so that way she knows what to prepare beforehand. And so where so Beads by D is where everybody can find you these days. Are you doing any of the shows as well this spring?
Yeah, I'll do the show in Madison, Wisconsin, the first weekend in March. And the Twin City Bead Bazaar is only going to do fall shows from now on.
Okay.
So we'll be back there in the fall.
All righty. Well, super. Otherwise, you can find you on your website. We're very excited.
Well, we have forgotten one thing too, and I'll ask about this, because when I was at the retreat, Doris had a wonderful little setup at the retreat.
Right.
So if you come to the retreat and Doris is there, then you'll be able to see. And I think you had some wonderful specials at that too, didn't you, Doris?
Yeah, I usually I have some kind of sale going on at retreats. Yeah, I do bring the full bead store to the retreats.
Yeah, it's so exciting. And yeah, there were some real special deals to have at that. So if you become a member, once again, you can come to the retreat, and Doris, you can meet Doris in person and see some specials.
And Doris usually teaches a class at the retreats as well. You know, something a little bit more informal, you know, but we each time come up with something different, spring and fall.
That's exciting.
That's
exciting.
So thank you so much. So one more reason to become a member. You've been a member for how long, Doris?
Diane started the group in '84, and so I must have joined in '85 or '86.
Oh wow, that's
You're a
fabulous.
Lifer.
Yeah, so originally we met in a church in St. Paul, and then we went to, we were Miriam Park Library for a while. We were at a library up on Central for a while. Then, of course, the Textile Center.
We've come a long way. And now we have well over 100 members and, you know, 30 different states, a couple different countries. And so thank you so much for all your years of keeping the community alive.
So much fun. And it was so wonderful to meet you, you know, when I came over to the Upper Midwest Bead Society. Well, to the retreat, we saw each other last time, but we actually, I think, met for the first time in person when I came to the fall bead bazaar.
The bead bazaar,
this year, but last Yeah,
Yep, that was fun.
absolutely. That was fabulous. Well, thank you so much, Doris. I'm so excited about your talk.
Okay,
Have
I'll
fun
see
at
you
your
guys
Have
soon.
fun
retreat.
at your retreat this weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
And so that's our
Wonderful.
first half of our year for 2024. And if that's not worth, $35, then I'm not sure what is. Oh my gosh.
Right, absolutely.
And you
So,
can sign up easily. Just go to umbs.org, hit the membership button, and then it's an easy PayPal click. And you can become a member. We'll send you all your links so you could join our next meeting.
absolutely. Well, our next meeting is our holiday party. So absolutely. We had a few people who have signed up and are coming to the holiday party as their very first meeting.
Yeah,
Isn't that fun?
it
So,
is.
shout
And
out.
we're very excited that you can join us, whether it's in person or on Zoom. And that's why we're
Right.
having this fundraiser, is so that we can keep all of these great events going. We can book these wonderful teachers and keep these classes going and things twice a month programming for you, have special teachers come to the retreats. And if you were at the Twin City Bead Bazaar, we did have a giant make and take area where we had free make and takes going on all weekend long, making stretch bracelets, making earrings, bead crochet, bead embroidery, macrame. And so that's what all these fundraiser is for, is to sponsor our great outreach programs that we're doing now. And we're doing them different ways. Any ideas you can come up with for us to do things that will reach to more people, we are all a part of that. And so that's why members are part of our committees, part of our boards, part of our plannings. And what you would like to see and learn is what we would like you to tell us, so we can help book things better for you and get the programming that you want.
So exciting. I know we have a wonderful year planned. And that's just the first half that we showed you.
And so,
So I'm going to rearrange my phone here so that you can see down. And I think for the next part of today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the items that are still available at the fundraiser. So give us a few minutes to just sort of reorganize. Get yourself maybe a glass of water, some tea, or
we are so excited that you guys have been donating, you've been bidding, you've been and if you haven't gotten yet to the Upper Midwest Bead Society fundraiser,
but it's going to wiggle all
Facebook.
over the place while I rearrange my camera and we try to do stuff. Oh, you've got a hold place thingy. Fabulous.
You're fading in and out, Hannah.
Hold place thingy. Apparently,
There we go. We've got so much great stuff going on. So if you haven't bid yet, you can go to the Upper Midwest Bead Society fundraiser page for the event and click on that. And you can see all the different items that we have going on there. These here are some of the different items. Shelly's, that's the light. There you go. That's the camera. And so wonderful, Millie. If you
can you hear me okay now?
That's a little bit better. Yeah. And so you can see the items a little bit up closer. If you want to see something closer, just let us know. And we will show it to you, explain it to you. The bidding is still open on some of these. Some of them, there were a couple kits. So there's still 1 or 2 left. We've got great bracelets and that you can bid on. That's a Kumahimo bracelet, made with beautiful, beautiful beads.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. I am bringing up the stuff on Facebook too, so that I can take a look at what you're looking at, and give me just a second. My computer.
There's so many good things. Jean
was
Campbell
on its
donates
last
all these
leg
bunny kits. And so we have all the different components.
It's so good.
I know. Kit after kit after kit. You can go and see all the different items. They're all Jean Campbell Cox kits.
The thing that's important about these is we're going to show you some of the stuff that's still available, but you cannot claim them here. What you need to do is you need to go on over to the Upper Midwest Bead Society fundraiser page, and I will drop that link into the chat for, as soon as I find it, into the chat for the Zoom. And if someone else would go ahead and drop it in for the Facebook, that would be much appreciative. But
I will do
you
my
cannot
best.
claim them here on our Zoom. You have to go and claim them underneath the picture of what you would like over at the Upper Midwest Bead Society on the Facebook page. Give me a second and I'm going to drop that link into our chat here. Whoops, not like that.
We've got,
and if someone else would go ahead and drop that link in for the Facebook, I would be really quite appreciative.
Yep, I'm working on that one.
You took my.
Oh, thank you. While you do that, let me talk about how to claim it. Once again, we're running our second annual online auction. It's the second time we've tried this, and once again, we've already talked about how we're going to use those funds for outreach, for getting in speakers, and for our make and takes, to bring in teachers, and for other items. And if you have any ideas on what to use those funds for, please let us know. How you can purchase the items is the auction runs until tomorrow at a minute after midnight. And there are both buy it now, which is I've written as BIN, which is basically an outright sale, or bids. And so read the description. You can outbid people. You can buy things outright. And what you'll do is you'll find the photo of what you would like, and you write your bid or bin underneath. If it is a bin, you can say buy it now. You can say bin. You can say, please, I'd like this, anything just to get your point across. The important thing is, though, is that that you do need to really commit to it. So please don't go ahead and buy it now, everything, and then not, because this is a fundraiser. Let's see, I think that's really, invoices will be sent. I'll start sending them on the 20th through the 22nd, but since we're running into the Thanksgiving holiday, you have up until about the 27th or earlier. The earlier that you things aside, if you're coming to the holiday sale, or set things aside if you want to come pick it up, or mail it to you. So the sooner you pay for it, the sooner it's available. Is someone asking questions? No? Okay. So there you go.
All right.
That is information. Okay. Great.
Okay. So
So
go for it.
I thought we would just go through. I've got the things open right now, and we would go through maybe and say what was still available
Sounds
and
good.
just show it real quickly. This is going to be lightning fast though, guys, because we're just going to show you what they look like. If you go ahead and want to see anything closer, please go ahead and type it either into the chat or into the Facebook, and we'll go ahead and I'll try to show you all the different sizes, because sometimes you can't really see everything with the photos, you know? So, okay. So let me get back to this real quick. There we go. So first up, Maggie has donated this Kumihimo stand, and it comes in a pretty bag and with all the things you need. It comes with the thing on the assembly on how to assemble it. But this Kumihimo stand is called, I believe it's called the Traveler, and it's just a smaller version. It's easier to use than the handheld ones because it stands upright, just like Marudai. You can see it right there. It stands upright and you can just work with it. So this is still available. It is the first item in our auction, and it is it is a buy it now. It's not a bid. So it's a buy it now at oh, I'm sorry. It has both a bidding and a buy it now. So this is a little confusing. You can either start the bidding at 40. So that's up to you. So if you want to take your chances for lower, you can start. Once it reaches $40 though, it is an outright sale. So you can't outbid somebody, by bidding $41. Once it reaches the buy it now, it is an outright sale. So that is the first item up. It makes Kumihimo so much easier. It's what really Maggie teaches most of her classes on. The second item up is a book that Lisa has donated to us called Advanced Beadwork by Ruth. And this one, the retail value is $30. It does have a little mark on the cover at the basic price, but the bidding starts at 12 on this one. So this is a really wonderful book. It's one of the first books that I purchased when I purchased beading books. And it's a wonderful, wonderful classic book that has been donated by Lisa Dooley. I donated a book about paperweights, just, sort of pushing the issue when it comes to beads. But I thought, okay, maybe somebody would enjoy it. And this one, the retail value of this is $20. This one is out of print, and the bidding starts at $5 for this. So this has full color. And by the way, those are Marini, which is what Jody is going to be talking about in February. Lisa has donated another book called Right Angle Weave. And if you're interested in any of the details, like how many pages or whatever, what it's got in it, I've put all the details in there in the listing. And so it'll tell you that, how much it weighs, the details on it. This one has all kinds of wonderful, wonderful tutorials, patterns, and projects. So this one is donated by Lisa, and its bidding starts at $15. If I'm going too fast, please stop me, but we have a lot to get through. Maggie has donated, there's only one of this. This is a buy it now. There it is. This is a kit called the Happy Lariat necklace. Once again, all of the details on these are available if you find them in the album. And this one was created. It looks like this one was one of the kits she created as a trendsetter. Maggie Thompson was a trendsetter with Starman beads. So was I in 2021. This one was, and this is a. I believe that this one is a Kumihimo necklace kit. It does not come with the stand that I showed you earlier, but that stand, if you got this and the stand, it would make it much easier for you. The retail on this is $40, but we are doing outright sale at $35. There's only one of these though. So if you want this, then get on it. Oh, hang tight. Next up, she donated a lot of really wonderful kits. Here's a wonderful kit that uses a fish leather as the center, called Something Fishy. Once again, the buy it now on this is $25, but the retail value is $35. It's in this particular color. Once again, it's a Kumihimo bracelet, so that stand would be super, super useful for it. And the details for these are all on the in the album. Up next is a maple leaf bracelet, and it comes with matching earrings in the kit. And once again, I believe that this it's strung on the front, and then at the back here is the Kumihimo. Maggie, are you still here?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
No? Okay.
Yes, I'm still
Is
here.
there anything else that I'm missing about these? Is there anything else about these that I'm missing, or am I doing okay?
No, you're doing great. The maple leaf has
just
a
making
shorter
sure.
braid.
Since you were here, I just wanted to make sure that anyway, but this one comes with the earrings as well. And once again, this has all the supplies, but it does not come with the equipment. Maggie, why don't you talk about briefly while I get the next one out? Here's the matching earrings, how you developed that wonderful stand. Do you mind?
Oh, the Traveler? Yeah. I took a look at the traditional Japanese Meridai and decided I didn't want to haul that around to all my classes. And so I started out, just trying to design something that was smaller, portable, that you could fit in your purse, and you can string up all your projects on different discs and take them with you, and the discs come on and off the top with Velcro, so you can interchange all the discs you've got. And I've traveled all over the world with it because it's made out of wood. TSA just doesn't even blink an eyelash at it.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So it's very, very easy to travel with.
I love it.
And like I said, it breaks down and fits right in your purse or carry-on bag or whatever.
It's wonderful. I love it. Thank you. She has one more kit, and that is for this Ronnie necklace. There it is. And this one looks to be the gold version, which is photographed and shown in once again in the album. So it is the white. Unfortunately, I've pictured, the only photo I had of the whole necklace was in the pink version. So that's the one that I went ahead and photographed. But the back section of this, am I right in thinking that the back section of this is Kumihimo and then the front is that lovely bead?
Yes, you do 2 braids. one on each
Super.
side, and
I
then
love it.
connect them with the center bead.
Yeah, and once again, it's in this is in the white and gold version, whereas unfortunately the photo I found of the full piece was in the pink, but you'll be able to get that idea, I think. Lovely. Thank you, Maggie. That was very, very generous of you. I really appreciate it.
You are totally welcome.
So up next, a couple people are trying to outbid each other. There are bids on this, and a couple people are trying to outbid each other on these, but it is a set of really bright colored disc beads that I made. These are lamprock glass. They're kind of heavyweight, all different sizes and shapes because I was just playing with color that day. A few of them are matte. They've been sandblasted, and a few of them are shiny. But as this whole set of beads, that right now the high bid is $7 on them.
Do you have
Those are
them
all-
to show us? Hannah, do you have them to show us?
Are they not? Is it not showing up on the
No.
screen?
You're stuck. Now you're
Oh.
frozen. There they are. Now they're there.
Okay. Was the other stuff showing up?
The other stuff was showing. It was just that these beads weren't there. Now they're there. So
Oh, okay, good. All right. Yeah. So this is. There we go. Let's put
there you
those.
go.
So it's the whole set that you're looking at. And the current high bead on this is $7. So you can go in if you want.
Yeah.
And it's not $7 for one bead, it's $7 for all of them.
Yeah. So if you want to bid 8, you can go in and bid. It's a bidding. And so the bidding is through another, a whole day. So
I know.
All right.
These are creative.
So next up is this bead mat by Lisa. And it was donated by Lisa. And once again, if you need a bead mat, you should also come and join us for our December Let's Bead Live, when Lisa will be live talking about all kinds of different bead mats and which one. That one is a buy
this
it
is
now
the
at $5
perfect one
set.
for bracelets
Yeah.
because it's got this one's 6, this one's 6.5, that one's 7. So you don't have to think so hard. You just lay them
Right.
out,
Isn't
put
that
on your
great?
clasp, you're done. Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So up next is this needle pack. And you can see it has a little needle holder and some hand sewing needles, some here. It's got little stickers that you can put down on what each one is. So it helps you to organize in 5 pockets, it says, and you can customize it. It's got all the information and instructions on the back. And this one, the retail on this is $30. The bidding started at $15, and I believe 2 people are trying to outbid. I think the high bid right now on this is $20.
Yeah, organizing is a whole nother hobby.
And all of these, I know, right? Well, speaking of organizing, Lisa has also donated this chainmail lady artistic wire organizer that has a big tray here for your bead projects. It has different things where you can put your beading pliers, your tools. It's got this little pocket here for supplies, some little ones here. And this is a perfect thing. You can put all your wire in here. This is a perfect thing to go ahead and bid on if you've also bid on the special box of bead supply. A great one. This one, I believe, has a couple of bids on it already. Yeah, the high bid on that one, I believe, is $17 right now. So go in, and the retail on this is 30. So. Once again, if you would like any of these, please go and find the photo in the album and go ahead and put your bid or bin number underneath it. Next up is a number of kits by Jean Cox Campbell. And I'm going to turn this now over to Rochelle and to Shelley, and they can talk about how many there are available. The first up, why don't we start with the first one, which is the bling kit.
The bling kit. Okay, so Shelly will get the bling kit out of there, and I believe there is 9 of those left. Let's count.
There were
I know
9.
a couple have been purchased. But we've got. Do you want to put it right in the camera where that other one is?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So one of those has been, I think there were 9, and one I believe has been purchased, unless so there are
Correct. Yeah,
8
one has
available.
been purchased, but I think they're all the same colorway. They're the silver colorway. The one on the bottom there, if you want to hold another one up closer to the camera to show the beads.
Right. Yeah, the gold
Again.
and red version is sold out, unfortunately. So it is the blue and silver version, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn it. Sorry. I turned off my phone and it didn't work. Sorry. So yeah, it's the blue and the silver. They're all the little crystals in the chain, and that's the bling bracelet kit, and by Jean Campbell, and there's 8 of them left.
Yes.
Yep.
And these guys are $20. It's a buy it now. It's an outright sale, so you don't have to try to outbid anybody.
Nope.
So all of Jean's
And
kits
they're
that we're going to show
originally
you are actually
$65 kits. So our really
Holy
reasonable
cow.
price there is, that's a great price.
absolutely.
Okay, so the
Absolutely.
next kit is which one?
Let me get it real quick. Hold on. The next kit is Le Chat Noir, the black cat.
Black
kit.
cat. The Chat Noir.
Right.
Just had it a minute ago.
I did.
There you go. And I think there's like 8 of those left too, if you want to.
There were 9, 2 have sold, so there are 7, I think.
7 left. There we go.
And it is only this color. This is
Correct.
what you see is what you get with this. It is the one color. Maybe you can also show
You want to show the
beads
back of it in the
themselves.
picture in the camera? There you go. So yeah, it's black and the reddish burgundy. So it's a really rich jewel tone, kind of. I mean, for all those black cat lovers out there like me, it really is adorable.
And it's got the filigree, and isn't it beautiful? That's a
And the price on this one, because it's a buy it now, it's
is
originally
$20.
It's originally yes, it's originally a $60 kit for $20.
Right.
Yeah.
Great deal. Absolutely.
All right.
So
And
you
the
don't
next kit?
have to go ahead and outbid anybody on
Nope.
these. So up next is no, that one sold. Up next is the Katerina cuff,
There you go.
which is it's got like pearls and crystals.
Right. But I think this is the gold and blue colorway. So flip it over and see the beads. I do see gold.
It's gold and blue.
Yep, gold and blue. Yep, that's all the gold and blue colorway. And
yeah,
there are
and there are
left, I think.
Let me take a look. Yeah, it looks like one has been purchased, so there are 3 of those left.
Perfect.
Nice.
And so
up next is the landscape cuff. which is a
landscape
fun kind of
stuff, okay.
free-form one.
Yeah, and so there's 3 of those, I believe. Here's and that's the colorway that it is.
Let's go ahead and flip it over anyway and show everybody. Yep. Just because, there you go.
All kinds of beads and crystals, lots of sparklies in that one. And that would go with any outfit, honestly.
Absolutely. I think I'd love to, I wear a lot of blue jeans though, but I'd probably wear it with blue jeans.
Yeah,
I just
me
love it. It's so nice. By the way, the thing I forgot to tell you guys about these kits is that they were donated by the Upper Midwest Bead Society and the Textile Center. So they're a joint donation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So once again, there are 4 of these available, or 3, I'm not sure, and they are $20 each.
Mm-hmm. And so then the next kit we have
is I don't know how to say this, the
Vive cup. Vive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, there's
And
only
there's
one of them. And it is the royal purpley blue colorway. It's got purple.
Boy, I sure love that one.
Orange, and
Now, does that one have a metal blank in it? Is that?
it sure
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
have a metal blank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice because you can pull it apart and put it together, and you don't need to fiddle with a clasp. I can't do clasps on bracelets. I just can't do them. So
Yeah.
I love these.
So that
Very blingy.
super sparkly and yeah, textural with the.
And it looks like that one has some antique sequins, which are totally in style right now for beading, and it
Absolutely.
has all the stuff that you need to make this fabulous.
There's
kit.
only
This
one of
once again,
those.
it's a buy it now. There's only the one available, right? And
That's
it is $20. Do you know what the original was on that? I bet it was a lot.
45 was the original price.
Oh wow, okay. Still really reasonable, but 20 is a steal.
No, there's another one. And what's the last one?
Lister.
I don't think I have another one.
Isn't
Lister.
it the Le Cirque? Did you do that one?
Oh
already?
no, that one sold out. That one sold out.
Oh, okay. As long as it's sold out, then we won't. Here, I'll put them.
Yeah,
aside.
let's not
In my
tease anybody with it. It's sold out. Yep.
I will
It's
put
sold
them
out, so we're
in
not
my
gonna
sold
tease
out.
anybody. Right.
Oh.
All right.
All
So
right.
up
So
next
then what's
is
next?
that fabulous. Is Becky here to talk about her fabulous orange piece? Becky, are you here with us?
Let's see if she's still around. Becky, are you here? No,
Oh, we didn't do this one. Is the heady sold out?
the heady is sold out as well. There was only one and that's sold out.
So pretty.
Yep. And so she is not here, but we
All
have
right, well, I guess we'll talk about it then. Look how gorgeous that is.
we will
This
gladly
is a piece by Becky Pancake. It's autumn colors inspired bead embroidered necklace, and the bidding on this one starts at $75. It's a spiral stitch rope with an embroidered pendant and fringe. It's got Japanese and check glass beads, freshwater pearls, and the rope is 17.5 inches long. Now, if you need a longer necklace, this one at the very end there, if you show us the loop, you could probably put an extender chain on that if you need it longer.
Because it's a
But,
really
we're not
nice
doing that.
hook and
That would
eye
be some-
clasp here. So you could easily add even a couple more links, like a couple jump rings, if you wanted that to be longer. That would be easy to do.
Look at the work on the back.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
know.
that's
Oh,
the
show the
back of the pendant. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then the fun little tassel.
Isn't that fabulous? It's got the tassel down below, which is
And these are all Swarovski crystal little, like, what are they called? Gem cuts, I think.
oh, how fabulous.
At the bottom of that, yeah. And so-
That's wonderful. Oh, I love it. I love the color. I love everything about this.
I know it goes really well with my hair. But
It goes really well with the outfit.
what's next?
The next thing up is an artist curated bead palette by Becky Pancake.
That's-
And you've got it out there already. So if we could have Vanna White, like do the hand thing with it.
this
Absolutely.
is I
So
think
this
a 30
selection
millimeter
of beads
cap.
is just to get you started.
And we've got all the
Look
sparkle
at that.
blue.
Wow, it's fabulous. We think that may be a blue composite stone cabochon.
Mm-hmm. And Amazonite beads, I think these are, or
That's great.
that's what they look like.
Oh, I didn't write that in there. Yeah, I should go put that in there. I think you're right.
And so, or else it's impression jasper.
So it
one
looks
of
like
the
it
two.
has,
And all these wonderful Toho seed beads.
it's gorgeous.
And there's some check glass beads in here and check glass pearls. And then a really wonderful toggle. It's a copper toggle and there's a bail here so that there's a pinch bail for here. See, there's a hole right there at the top. So if you don't want to bead embroider, if you want to turn that into a normal bail, that's what's in here. There's a pinch bail and a toggle clasps and copper beads. So, and then more little seed beads. So that it's all, I love that blue and coppery orange palette. Yeah. And so
That's fabulous fun. And it also has some fire polish, right?
it does. That's what these here are, a 6 millimeter aquamarine fire polish. And so super fun little artist
Love them. They're
curated kit
gorgeous.
by Becky.
Just fun. So
Yeah.
once again, this
What's next?
include directions. It does not include directions, remember, guys. This is just to get your creative juices flowing.
Correct.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
Of-
So
yeah,
up
make
next
use of them.
is a white bracelet that Becky
Oh, okay,
has
let me
made.
just switch cameras and then Shelly will show you the white bracelets.
Super.
There you go. She's got it right here. It's a Kumahimo bracelet.
And the pattern is from Maggie T Designs. So you could make your own if you wanted to, or you could get a pre-made one, which is really priced beautifully. It's perfect for a gift. Oh, how beautiful. Look at that. Why don't we talk about all the different parts of that and what's in it?
Well, it looks like a vintage check glass bead, right? Button on there. And then there is 2-hole beads.
2-hole beads, crystals.
Are those the 2-hole brick beads?
2-hole brick beads. Swarovski crystal. Some size 11. They look like Tohos or like, I'm not sure.
I love it. Look how beautiful that is.
And it's very sparkly.
It's so beautiful. This one, unfortunately, my photo does not do this justice. This one is so much prettier. I know it looks a little bit yellow on my screen, but it's actually sparkly.
It is snow white.
Yeah.
It is definitely. And it's about a 1/2 inch in diameter. For those
And
people, it's a demure, and it's probably what, a 6.5, 6 3/4, almost 7 maybe.
I think you actually measured it at 7 1/4 inch, but of course the loop takes up some of it. Yeah, so it would probably fit like a 6 3/4.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah. But it hangs nice where it'll lay
really
forward of your wrist or back. Yeah.
Becky did a really beautiful job with this. And once again, the design, the pattern is from Maggie. So Maggie, if you're here and you would like to go ahead and just drop the link to that pattern into the Zoom, that would be fabulous.
Yeah, I think I've got that pattern in my Etsy shop. It's the accordion bracelet.
Oh, okay, it's called the accordion, great, thank you.
But I'll go see if I can go out in the ether and find it.
Oh, no need if it's a pain in the neck, but it's just a beautiful piece. Well designed, thank you, and well created by Becky. So
And so
So
then
up
what is next?
is the owl beading kit by
Oh,
that's
okay.
donated.
It's right here.
Oh, the owl beading kit. Let me transfer. There you go. Shelly's got it.
It's so
So, yeah, so do you guys, this is a beads media kit from Japan, lesson number 4, and it is buy it now for $5.
cute. It's hard to see, but the beads are inside.
So, yeah, why don't you talk about kind of what you see there in terms of beads?
The directions are in Japanese, but they're very well diagrammed. And
I'd have to open it to get the beads out.
but I think they're fire or crystals, aren't
they
they?
are crystals. I can see from
They look
here.
like bicone crystals.
Oh, wow, I thought they were fire polish.
She
Oh,
No.
no, they're bicone.
They're all
crystals.
bicone crystals. So the whole owl
Okay.
is made out of
Exciting.
crystals.
Oh, wow. That's
Sparkly,
fabulous.
sparkly owl. Yeah.
Oh, I want
That's,
to make it.
well, how much
You
fun is
can
that
bid
gonna
on
be?
it. It's a bid or buy it now, Hannah. The little owl bead
It's
kit.
just $5. And it's a buy.
$5 worth of crystals in it by far.
It's got more than $5 worth of crystals in it by far. That's for sure. But yeah, so it's adorable. It probably works up when you make it to be about an inch and a half
yeah.
tall, probably.
Yeah, it's really little.
So it'd be a cute little key ring chain
Oh, that's a cute little.
decoration or a necklace. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
how sweet. I love it. It's so cute.
I want to make it.
So up next is the rose bracelet, which
Oh,
was
okay, I
made
got
and
that
donated
right
by
over
Jan
here.
Carlson.
And so this beautiful little bracelet.
so
Oh my
pretty.
gosh, it is so pretty.
Rochelle, that was a class that I took from Susan Manchester.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'll
and I
write
have
that into.
Yeah, it's called the Manchester Rose.
Oh,
And
so the bracelet part is netting.
Yep.
And then are these little fringe leaves here? It looks
yeah,
like
I think that's probably like St. Petersburg chain. It's been a while.
and then is this a peyote, like a 2-drop peyote flower, or what? How is that made? Do you know how the rose is made?
Okay, now you're stressing my memory because that was a while ago. I have to tell you a funny story about it though.
I'd love to
please
hear
do.
The
it.
woman sitting next to me in the class was she had a really tight tension in her beading.
Uh-huh.
So her rose turned out to be a bud.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, I'm looking at the pattern.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's so comfortable to wear because of the netting base, and then it's one of these nice slide in
I love
clasp,
slide
probably
clasps.
by Clasp Garden. It looks like a Clasp Garden clasp.
Yep, it's 2-drop peyote is the petals.
Yeah.
So this one is about 7 inches long and by about a 7/8 of an inch across. I think that the flower may be about an inch though, right?
Yeah, the
little bit
flower is a
big.
little bit more than an inch. And
Yeah.
so, but it's well balanced in the middle so that if you were wearing it on your wrist, it just looks really,
Looks really nice on your wrist.
spectacular.
I know, it looks really good on you. Well, one of our newest members has already bid on it. So the
Okay.
opening bid on it has been already. So if you want this, then you can outbid her, and then she might outbid you. I don't know. She seems like she really loves this piece. She's been texting me about it. So,
Exactly.
so anyway, you did a wonderful job on this, Jan. I really appreciate
you.
your donating this to us. So, and I think the next one I'm going to show you is by Jan as well. Oh, there it is. So the next
Which one?
piece is the seed beaded geometric blue and
Oh,
silver.
okay, let me switch cameras here. There you go. Yep.
So let's talk about, oh, look how beautiful.
And it's got this beautiful
So,
on the face of it.
so Jan, is this is not peyote stitch, is it? What is this?
It's peyote with a twist.
Oh, is it? It's really something. See, I'm with that lady in your class that when I do peyote stitch, it's really, 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 really tight.
Oh.
But this one is really nice and supple and
Yeah.
elegant.
It looks and feels more like bead crochet. And
Yeah, it's
it has
really beautiful.
it has a plastic tube in it to give it, you know, to make it, you know, sit up the way it should. Otherwise, it would sort of collapse. But yeah, that, I mean, that's just the way it was designed.
yeah, it's still very
It's
soft and
absolutely
flexible, and
Very soft.
and it's about 3/4 of an inch around in diameter. So but that again would look great with some blue jeans, you know.
Oh, I would totally, yeah.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing I love about this is that Jan has supplied an extension cord. The original necklace is 14.5 inches, but the extension
Yep.
cord, not cord, the extension chain on it makes it up to 20 inches. So you can wear it over a sweater.
Yeah.
And it can, you know, so you can wear it in the summertime short and then it over a sweater in the winter. So it's an all seasons necklace.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Love
so
it.
that's super
Love it.
easy to wear. Absolutely.
It has beautiful sterling silver cones on it. It's just this is a beautiful piece, Jan. Thank you so much.
Has anybody started the bidding yet?
No, not yet. And the bidding starts at $75. We may want to push our date one more day. You and I maybe we'll talk about that. But for now, the bidding closes tomorrow at midnight.
Sunday night at midnight. So you got 24 hours more. All right. What's next, Hannah?
And that is midnight, and that's midnight Central Time. So
Okay.
Up next, oh, is this piece, is Marlene still here? Up next is this beautiful blue flower that Marlene has donated.
Yeah, Marlene is here. Hi, Marlene.
So
Shelly, do you want to hold up the flower?
Marlene, will you talk to us about your beautiful wired?
Okay, I went,
Yeah, look at that.
oh, it's
Just
probably
look at
6,
that. It
7
comes
years
in
ago
a
now.
display box.
I went to Italy 6 or 7 years ago, actually on a scooter trip. And when we were in Venice, we had a tour guide that took us on a boat out to the Murano factory. And that's where I purchased that flower. And I guess I thought it was pretty, but I brought it home and I haven't really any idea what to do with it. So I donated it.
Yeah, show the back of it. It's a
I think it's
wire.
fabulous.
So you could attach that to a bead embroidery. You could attach it. See, I'd probably put it on a hat.
Yeah.
But,
I was just about to say that I'd put it on a hat. Absolutely.
I would put it on
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
a barrette would be really nice. Correct. Yeah.
That is a fabulous piece.
I know some of it was that it was like our next to the last day, and I had a lot of euros left, and I had to use them.
And this one,
Has it started bidding already, Hannah?
oh, how funny. Well, this one, the opening bid on this was $40, and Maggie has started the bidding on this one, and I may try to outbid her. So we'll see what happens.
Well, poop on you, Hannah. I want it.
Because this is a fabulous. It's showing a little bit yellow in the online.
It really is a nice soft aqua, and it has that very soft sea glass look.
Unfortunately, you know, I know I could probably make something similar, although not as gorgeous. So if you end up with it, the photo that I supplied, it's very much true to color.
Yeah,
and
very much. Yeah. These
now
lights
that's
here
another
are-
thing I do want to talk about very briefly is that when I photograph these, I do the best I can with the colors, but my computer, right, and but you know, different computers are all different, so these are slightly different when you get to them and you see here. Please don't be angry with me. I did the best I could. So, but I think on the screen, the photo that I took of this one is very true to color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I think I love that piece. Absolutely. So.
All right. What's next? Thank
Up
you
next-
so much, Marlene. And I hope that we get to go to the factory sometime in Italy. I mean, that's really
I know. So exciting.
It was something to see, that's for sure.
I bet that's a trip of a lifetime. It really is. So up next has been a kit that was donated by Rita. It's called the Bead Dreamers Pinwheel Kit.
Oh, okay.
In
That we have
gold and red.
up there you go. And so show the picture part. Yep, and all the beads. There you go. Yeah.
This one is so cool.
And that's the colorway
This
of
is
it.
wonderful. This was done. Right. Adele Kimball is the, and I'm saying her name wrong, but Adele is the first name, last name.
Adele.
Adele.
It's Adele.
Yeah. And her company is Bead Dreamers LLC.
Yep.
And the bidding on this one starts at $40 plus shipping. And it is, once again, it's in the color shown there. It's a beautiful, beautiful peyote stitch. And it comes with everything that you need. 2 beading needles. It comes with the wax. It comes with the Japanese seed beads. And it can create a necklace up to 18 inches.
Yep.
It's got the magnet, the thread.
Yep. And I actually, yeah, so it's by Adele Kimball from Bead Dreamers. She's part of our group, if y'all remember her. And she does say hi. I talked to her the day before yesterday, and she said she's going to renew her membership. So,
oh, that's exciting.
so, but she's been watching. So she's, you know, if you guys have been sending her notes and sending her invites, she's been coming. She's very excited.
Yes.
All right. What's next, Hannah?
Well, up next is a set of beads that have been donated by Lisa Dooley. I'll take those out of the bag and show them. It's both sets of beads together. So you're going to be bidding on both of these strands. Hang tight while I get that and get the information. So it's 2 strands of wonder beads. Whoops, let's move that aside. There we go. So these are lovely purple, a strand of purple and a strand of golden yellow wonder beads. The retail value on these is $8, and the buy it now for both strands is $5 plus shipping. This yellow strand is 6 millimeter and the purple is 4, and each of them are 16 strands. And if you give me I'm not going to count that one, that's too many, but I'll tell you 2, there's probably 66, 2.
Are they single hole wonder beads or multiple holes?
They are single hole wonder beads, and this one looks like it has like 66 beads on it. So 66, that one probably has 100. And they are single hole wonder beads in golden yellow and in purple and 4 millimeter and 6 millimeter. And once again, that is a buy it now.
It looks like a
At
Viking
$5.
palette.
My words.
Say that, yeah, absolutely. All right. All right, up next is something really special, which is a set of, not a set, it's a bead by Jeff Barber. And it's got butterflies on it. So why don't you guys talk about that for a little bit?
So this is the commemorative bead that Jeff Barber made for the 25th anniversary of the Upper Midwest Bead Society. So one side has the butterfly on it, and then the other side has the flowers on it there. So we actually have 3 of them, I believe, left. I know one is bought.
2 actually have sold. So,
Okay,
so
2
there
have
are only
sold,
2
so we have
left.
2 left. So basically the 2 in Shelly's hands, one is the front side and one is the back. They're all the same, but they were only made, there's only a limited edition made for our 25th anniversary party. And so there's just a few left. And so they have a sterling silver cap there on the end. And they're about a little over an inch, like 1.25 inches kind of in diameter, and that silver foil on the inside. They're just so beautiful.
And they're so, like, they make your hand happy.
They're gorgeous. They really are. Now, these are buy it nows because there's 4 of them and they're $40. Usually I see these things selling, things like this selling at $85 and up.
Correct.
This
Yeah.
one, once again, it has,
usually-
absolutely. It has the cap. It's been cored in silver, which is, let me tell you, that is a pain in the neck. Anybody who can do that is really a master jeweler. So it has been cored in silver and it holds about a 2mm cord.
Mhm.
Now on the back, it has his cane signature. So all of them are signed with a little signature that should say
You see the
JB.
little JB. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's his signature cane.
Yep.
So all of them are signed, cored, and capped, and that is a lot of work.
Yeah. And so for $40, that's a never heard of sold price. I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely. And there are only 2. There are 2 available.
yep.
And I don't believe that Jeff is in the business anymore. I think he has retired. So,
Yeah, his nephew came in to Bobby Bede the other day because we got in an estate sale about 40 Jeff Barber beads, and his nephew was very excited to see them, that we had them out. They're right at the front counter. So if you check out and look down, they're right there to tempt you. But yeah, really special from throughout his actually years of his, like 30 years of different lamp working eras he's got. And so it's really special to see everybody's still appreciating, and it's really nice.
The other thing about these is, once again, these use the Marini, which Jody will be talking about in January. So if you want to know how this kind of thing is made, she'll be talking about it.
Oh, cool.
So and
Cool.
it is a really labor intensive, one of the most labor intensive techniques in the lamp working world.
Yeah. So there's 2 left, so buy them now.
Absolutely.
All right, what's
Nice.
next?
Oh, the piece that was donated by Doris. You ready to talk about that?
Which one is it? Do you have it? Oh
the
my gosh,
vest.
the vest. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, it's that vest that she donated. I don't think she's here anymore. I think she's gone off. Otherwise, I
You
would
might
have
be
liked
still
to.
watching us on Facebook. I have it on the mannequin still. Oh my God.
This thing's amazing, guys. And if you can't get it up, then I'll show a photograph of it. But guys, so Doris went to South Africa and has donated a beaded vest to us. And it is a poly cotton blend. It's embroidered with 8-knot and 6-knot seed beads. And the tag says it has both an S and L on it, which I don't know what it means, because I had Rochelle try it on and it fits like a medium, she says, like a roomy medium. If you take a look at the website, at our album, then you will see that I've taken a number of different photographs of it. Well, actually, to be quite honest, Rochelle took the photos and I just got rid of the background on them. So Rochelle took a bunch of photos. And how's it going getting that thing up and showing to us, Rochelle?
Okay, so
Are you there?
Okay,
Careful, there's coffee.
I know. I'm not sure.
Look at that, guys. Holy cow. Just amazing.
And so, yeah, it is from South Africa. She got it when she was there over 20 years ago, she said. And it's a vest. So that's the back of the vest that I just laid on the camera. If you can fold it over, show them there. That's the front side. There is a pocket on each side. Yes. And it's mainly all size 8 seed beads. And then if you show them, just flip the inside, you can show them how they're stitched on there and followed just absolutely perfectly. And you can see the design pattern and the stitching on the other side. And so yeah, it's just lovely. And
Rose.
yeah, it's a nice size. I would say it's a medium, or the dimensions we put on there, the sleeve holes were quite large, so you could layer it over, something.
It's 23 inches top to bottom, and the side seam to side seam is 24 inches, and then the armhole is 22 inches.
Yep. And so, yeah.
And once again, if you want to see its album, and you'll see what it looks like, because we can't in that thing. That's amazing. Anyway, there is not yet a bid started on this, but the bidding just starts at $75.
Yeah.
That's all for a piece of, I mean, all of these are pieces of art. So the thing that I'm just amazed by is that
It weighs a
everything
couple pounds.
that was donated is either super useful or super beautiful or both.
Yep.
Absolutely. Just amazing.
Super.
Yeah, isn't it something?
Yeah. Just lovely. The red, white, blue, purples, all different, shades. Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah. So up next is a artist curated bead palette that has been donated and curated by Roberta. It has an owl. There we go.
This is another
one of Jeff Barber's amazing marine beads.
Jeff Barber bead. Look at that, adorable. That's the owl on one side, and then on the other side is this beautiful, it's like a colorful fern almost design, and it's got the copper cap on it. And it's just a beautiful, and so it's a wonderful curated kit by Roberta. And so the Toho seed beads, this amazing matte blue and semi-glazed green, and then this lovely, it's a gold lustered bead here, and then some check glass pearls. So it's all in the beautiful green and blue, and that gold luster just picks out those lovely earthy tones out of the owl's face. And this is another one of those original Jeff Barbers. And so with the whimsical characters on them. And so usually this bead alone is like a $75 bead, so with the whole curated kit and everything, this is just an adorable little project starter to get you, to get you going.
It's a fabulous piece. It really is.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
once again, it's been cored in copper, and that coring and the capping is really, you have to be super careful, because you can go ahead and ruin the glass when you hit it, basically, or when you flare the core. So the other thing about this that I didn't realize with the photos until I saw them right now, your hand, is that they're not round beads. I thought they were spheres, but they're actually nice flat. And that's
This
really
one
great
is
because
flat.
that fits against your body better.
Yeah, it's the same shape as the 25th anniversary bead. It's like a squished pillow kind of thing. The other bead kit is a round kit. So when we get to that, I will show you the difference between that one.
Super, yeah. But the thing I like about this is that they lay against you nicely. Another thing that I've noticed about a lot of the lamp work beads is that they'll warm against your body, so they feel good to touch.
That's what Shelly was just saying. Oh my gosh.
Taking my word.
They feel good when they lay against you and take your body heat. Yeah, and really work well with it.
Well, let's talk about the next one. Let's talk about the fish.
Okay, so then sorry, I thought this one was next. So
Oh, no, we'll do that one first. No, we'll do that one first since it's out, and then we'll go back to the fish.
Yep.
So up next is another one of the artist curated bead palette kits by Roberta Sorensen. And why don't you go ahead and talk about that one?
And so this wonderful curated kit has an amazing cabochon with it. And this cabochon is like that pinky mauvey, it's picture jasper. And it's just a really luscious little cabochon. It's probably like 18 by 24 kind of millimeters. And then it comes with a wonderful mix of Toho seed beads. These are the marbled seed beads, number 1201 by Toho. If you were using Toho's challenge this last year, this was that mauvey pink in the challenge. And then the 703 is also in that Toho challenge. And that's that beautiful mocha mauvey matte iris bead. And then we've got some of the bronze 15 Tohos here, picking up just that warmth and giving that glitter of the metallic, and check glass beads, check glass pearls. And we've got the shiny and the matte to give all that nice depth and dimension. And so it really is a beautiful earthy, mauvey kind of, I mean, it would just go with anything. I mean, it's a really sophisticated kind of color palette mix. My lights, I think, are a little too cool here to get the color exactly. I'm not sure what your monitor sees, but it's like a champagne is the color. Matte champagne is the color of the crystal pearls, and then the shiny champagne. So it's really a lovely little curated kit with the Toho beads and the check beads. And so Roberta has a wonderful sense of color. I don't know if y'all know Roberta Sorensen, but she is a lovely designer who really has collected an amazing amount of these Jeff Barber beads and things. So that's what she was inspired to share with you guys. So this is the other one, which is the other curated palette with the fish. So this Jeff Barber bead is a circular shaped bead. And if you look on the inside, there he is, an adorable little fish. And then on the outside, it's got those weird bubbly, maybe you can tell how that's done, Hannah. I mean, this is just, I mean, you're looking into the little underwater land kind of in these beads.
Well, it looks like he's gone ahead and he's made a core and then put the Marini on it, and then he's gone ahead and covered the whole thing with a nice clear. But what I can't tell is whether or not he has used some sort of, I don't know, is it matte? Has he done a matte thing on the surface?
Inside is all sparkly. It's blue sparkly on the inside of the core. And then it has like some water wavy things. It's a lighter blue, which is kind of a milky color. And then there's the bright fish that's three-dimensional out of it. Yeah.
And it looks like waves.
It totally looks like waves.
And but then he's gone ahead and he's covered the whole thing with clear.
And then in
the
it's
clear,
fabulous.
there's
More waves and flowers.
And now is that one?
Pardon?
Cord with silver?
That one is cord with silver as
too?
well.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, and this one, once again, the bidding has been started on this. The opening bid was $60. And so this one has a bid. Now, the last one we showed you, I didn't get a chance to mention, is also has an opening. It has not been bid on yet, but the opening bid on that is $60 also. So I love this landscape one. I'm not the landscape, the fish one. The fish one is just something else. That's my favorite out of all three.
Well, and that's what's so neat. There is something for everyone. You know, whether you like owls or fish or stones, or I mean, it's so neat. I think that and that's why I love these artist curated kits. This has got check pearls and fire polish and Toho matte beads, and then Toho galvanized and some more semi-glazed beads, and those reds and oranges and blues I just love together.
Rochelle, it's already sold.
Oh, what's that?
I thought you were bidding on it.
No, I think it's a
It's a bin. Paulette did a bin on it.
Yeah, this one is actually I've emailed her.
Well, then sorry, you can't have the fish. It's already sold.
And I bought the last kit.
So
there you go. So that one's gone too. So that's how fast they're going.
wow.
And so what's left then, Hannah?
Well, let's pull out both and talk about both of them at the same time. The Swarovski Elements flower pendants that are discontinued.
Okie dokie. That I don't know. And so the Swarovski flower pendant. Okay, so we've got
there are two different sizes.
this one here. So this is
So these are being sold
as the whole thing. So this is
they're being sold separately in two different, but I think we can show them at the same time.
right, because they're the same shape. They're just different sizes. One's a 14 millimeter and one is a 12 millimeter. And these are the Swarovski jet flowers. So they have the hole right at the top of the flower so that it hangs like the little pendant. And 12 millimeters is the around part, and the thickness is probably 4 or 5 millimeters is the thickness of the points. See, there's little points. Whoops.
And it's a box of
Right.
144.
Right.
And it is a full pack of 144.
Yep. Each one, 144 pieces, each size.
So it's a what's called a gross.
Mm-hmm. And the normal wholesale price, if you were a wholesaler, and this was probably
Right,
a few years ago.
You're
Like 20, if you look at that price.
Because you can't get these anymore. They don't sell them to the public, for one. And so these are a dying breed, right? And so,
they
yep,
absolutely are. So the full pack for the 14 millimeter is
the whole box.
Wow.
So you could make all kinds of wonderful little
right.
things.
And the full pack for the 12 millimeter is 34.
Yep.
The full pack for the 12 millimeter is 34, and the full pack for the 14 millimeter is, I believe I accidentally posted this, but I
49.
believe it's 49.
Yep.
Now there's one other pack that is available. Let me see if I can find it because a couple of them have sold. So there's hang tight while I find the other pack that is available. Is the 4.5 millimeter Simplicity. So that's number 5301, 4.5 millimeter, and that is 720 pieces that you're going to get.
This one is, and so the Simplicity it's kind of like let me get them out of here. It's like an offset bicone. So instead of a normal bicone where it's the same point on both sides, one of them is a little shallower than the other on one side. And so,
Looks like a pentagon.
kind of like an offset bicone, or it has a little bit more natural looking, like rustic feel, yet sharp, very sharp facets. And so they just are a really nice addition. It looks fancier than your average bicone. And
I love these in like in fringe. What you do is put a smaller bead on top and a larger below, and I think they really look very Victorian. This jet, especially.
exactly, that's exactly what
color.
you know, when they cut the jet, it's usually at all those, you know, they used to call it an English cut or something that was, you know, a little bit more, and that's what it really reminds me of. And so there is 720 pieces in this size in this factory pack, and it normally is 106, and so we're selling it for 53, the half of the
Right,
whole.
and it is a buy it now. We only have the one. Once it's sold out, it is sold out.
That's right. And yeah, they don't sell them to the public anymore. Swarovski is trying to keep all their name branding to themselves. And so you can go buy their finished jewelry instead of their components. And so
It's silly.
it is, but you know, it's so that's why these are really special. And at half of the wholesale price, that's just a winner crystal dinner. Sorry.
I love it. All right, there's only a few more things to show you. So up next is 2 strands, each with 50 beads. They're white, vintage 1950s check 6mm glass beads. And the bidding on this starts at $5 for all 100 beads, plus shipping. There's always shipping. Unless you want them to be delivered to, well, no, this one is coming from me, so that's going to be, there's going to be shipping no matter what. So anyway, this is the next is a set of 100 vintage white glass, and they're opaque, not milk glass. They're opaque glass 6mm. So that's the next thing, and then just a few more things. So next up, Sean has donated this set of bellflower beads. They come apart. There's 4 here. They're a little bit space put in between. They ring like bells too, if you want to go ahead. They're a little bit too big probably to make earrings, but they make nice pendants. And the opening bid on this was 16, but they've already been bid up to they're at $30 right now is the high bid on this one so
That's
far.
a beautiful color. Or is that the it's like
This one is not fumed. It's not fumed. They are a transparent pink glass.
okay.
So, now whoever does win this, if you would like me to take them apart and sandblast 2 of them, I can do that, or leave them shiny. It's up to you. But whoever wins it, if you want me to sandblast 1 or 2 of them or whatever, that is totally your choice. You could do that if you'd like to.
Hannah,
So these are
Hannah,
ones that were
Hannah,
made
what
by
does-
my sweetheart Sean Tucker.
Hannah, what does sandblasting do?
I'm listening.
What does sandblasting do?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It will make it a matte surface so that it looks like sea glass. So
'Cause I've got the top
so
bid on these, so I'm thinking.
yeah, you have the top bid on that right now, but that's something that I can show you later. If whoever wins, if you want 1 or more to be basically sandblasted to a matte finish, we can do that. I'm going to go ahead and I think show you I'm going to show you Marlene's piece again, which I think you also have the top end on, and you can see that I think a couple of her petals have been sandblasted. So hang tight.
Pull up
And I'm going to go
okay.
ahead.
Shelley.
So that's the opaque.
We're pulling it out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I tucked it away.
That's, yeah,
That's
so that's the opaque quality.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
Right. So yeah, if you look at this one, then you see there's some clear ones and then some milky ones that look like sea glass.
Oh,
And the
good to
matte
see.
ones, that's what sandblasting looks like.
So let me, because that's one of the wonderful qualities on this piece Marlene had too. So hang tight,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and I'll actually show you, share screen, let's see. No, it's not letting me bring it up.
And that's how they, you know, can mat the beads. The Toho beads, there's a similar way where some of them are put in an acid bath to mat, and the other ones are sandblasted. And
Right.
so,
Interesting. Well, I think if I do get them, with my bid, if I get them, I think I would like you to sandblast them. I like that opaque.
Or, or we can do half and half, absolutely.
yeah.
So anyway, there you go.
That's so
Okay.
cool. That's, custom design,
Thank you for explaining.
Absolutely. And we have one more thing available, which is a dragonfly earrings from Rochelle.
And so, Shelley,
You there, Rochelle?
if you want to pick up,
Ah, there they are.
they're there. We'll just bring them a little closer to the camera so that you can see. My assistant here is so such a willing assistant. These are a 40mm gold hoop and just a little back and low. There you go. Stop. Okay. And then the seed beads are Toho re-beads. They're made out of the recycled sake bottles. And so they're all the green color. So they're 3 or 4 different finishes. There's the regular transparent, and then some of the matte, and some of the rainbow, and some of the silver lined. And then I made a cute little dragonfly on it using the little tiara cast wings and the little fire polish. And so they're just a really fun little pair of, I know. And then it's just,
And they're light.
yeah, they're brick stitch and then woven. I'm netting a little bit. And so yeah, size 11-0 rebeads. And so yeah, 40mm. So that's the front and that's the back.
Yeah, that's why I did it, because
You're so good, and thank you so much. And
my
so
middle name is Val.
and that is a buy it now, or you could make your own, because we taught part of that pattern for our Let's Bead Live a few months ago. And so the pattern for that is on our YouTube channel. We just made it a little differently. This was the fancier style. So thanks, Shelley.
Anytime.
Wonderful.
Oh,
And that's everything that we've got for that's everything that we've got today for our fundraiser. So I think I'm done talking. You got anything more you want to say about this? Except for come bid on some
No,
stuff?
I thank you all for joining us, and we really are excited for you to join our Upper Midwest Bead Society and have as much fun with this group of people as I have had. And so go to umbs.org and click your membership. If you haven't renewed your membership yet this year, it might be up at the end of the year. And so if you want to keep going to meetings, then renew your membership and keep on joining us. Otherwise, become a new member anywhere you want. And God, next time, turn off your phone better. Dang it. And I really apologize. Everybody was supposed to, I don't know how to work these devices. And so I really thank you. I'm an artist, not a technician. And
And I want to just say to both of you, Rochelle and Hannah, thank you so much for all the work you're doing on this fundraiser and all the work you do on the programs. I mean, the speakers you get are just awesome.
And so we're really
Yes.
excited and we thank you all for joining us. And so have a great rest of your Saturday.
Absolutely.
Happy beating to everybody.
And a happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate. That's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, that too. And so, all righty, I'm going to stop recording.